All right, welcome in to a little NBA, college basketball, NHL. I got Fox here. You see him with the brick background. Always good to hang out with my man. Feeling good about tonight's bets. Again, what is a 7-game slate here in the NBA? We'll see about our guys in the Discord because I think we got 13 NHL games. D-Money, Mel have been dropping plays in there. And then if there's any college basketball you want to talk about too, we got some big-time games, right? Duke is in action. Number 1, Auburn's in action. We got 3 of the top 5 teams in action, maybe 4. So, Foxy, what's going on, friend?
Yeah, Duke's going to win by about 100. But
really?
Other than that, I mean, they're playing Miami. Miami's terrible this year.
So should we be backing them?
not at 24.
I mean, you said 100, so I feel like we're getting a little value on the number. We should alt them up to 100.
I mean, yeah, okay, a little bit of hyperbole here. I mean,
okay.
I got the number right around where it is. It's pretty sharp. This Miami team is just terrible. There's just no other way to say it. All right, but quickly, we will go into the 7:30 game because the 7:30 game's there, but then we'll talk first. We've got Phoenix versus Atlanta. These two teams just played each other, where the last game, I think Phoenix won, if I recall. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure they did win. Yeah, they won 123-115. So it was a pretty high-scoring game. This was kind of the first of the second night of the Bradley Beal to the bench. But what has happened, if you haven't been watching, one of the things that has been happening is KD and Booker are on the floor together. So when that happens, oddly enough, the actually assist numbers for both have been going up. All right, DraftKings is actually having an issue right now.
Wonderful.
We're aware of some issues. Okay, let me just go to FanDuel. Yep. So the first play of the day is going to be, I already gave it in the group chat. You got it. I don't know what numbers it's at right now, but this will be it. Will be KD over 4.5 assists. When you look at this number, KD's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. It's a number I continue to like. The Hawks, yes, they're a better defensive team, but still there's plenty of times going. Yeah. Mel's got a hockey winner he's trying to give us right now.
All right, what is it this time, Mel? What is it this time? Yes, Mel, I want a hockey winner tonight. I told you, and this is it. Like, this better be a winner or no more Mel plays. Dunsky with the Mel play. So make it a good one, pal. Make it a really good play. I don't even want to sweat it. I want it to be the easiest victory ever, Mel. Mel actually is a sharp guy, but unfortunately I tailed him yesterday and it was last week, and it was stupid because it was a college basketball play and he doesn't know shit about college basketball, but he knows everything about hockey. What is it, Mel? Throw it on here, buddy. I didn't tail your last winner. I don't think I did. I might have. I don't remember. Let's go. Give us the NHL play. Oh, I won it. Cool. It was Florida -1. All I remember is the bad beats. I don't remember the good ones. I'll remember this one this time, Mel. So drop your NHL play in there. And Foxy's already dumped a whole bunch of plays in the premium chat.
It's so most of because the 7 o'clock games were going off. So yeah, so I put some stuff in there. And,
yeah, for members.
Yes, for members. I figured the Thunder was going to beat the crap out of this Sixer team, who's basically resting everybody and their mother. So we're on a couple bench guys here to get there at plus money, so that's never too bad. If you look at the game, I mean, it's Ricky Council is your leading scorer for the Sixers. So yeah, it's not going to be a pretty night at all. They're already up 18 in the first quarter. So yeah, it's going to be a very embarrassing night. There is a play that you can get on that I took personally that's kind of interesting since they're up 18. Alex Caruso's total points is 5.5. Alex Caruso is coming back from injury tonight. He's going to probably be on a little bit of minutes restriction, but again, they're up 8. Well, they're up 16 now to end the quarter. Okay. So he's going to get a little more run probably than he has, and he's not facing a really high competition here and going through. So you can get him at 5.5 points. You can get him at over 1.5 steals. There's a very good chance for both possibly to hit there besides the other plays that we're on.
So we're not going to give this as an official play. You're just on Caruso. Why not an official play? What's holding you back?
You just don't know how many minutes he's going to play.
Okay.
I mean, it's a low number, which is probably going to hit, but you just don't know how many minutes he's going to play. So then we look at the other game so we talked about KD as the one thing. The guy I'm interested in getting on, but I can't find a number any there, is Iso Iguodaro.
Huh?
So the Suns have this rookie center who's been starting to get playing time. He kind of screwed us last time because there's a bet I'd like to take tonight, but I don't really know if it's going to be a similar thing to last game. So they have this kid out of Marquette, Oso Iguodaro, and he basically played 30 minutes. He overtook Plumlee's minutes. When Plumlee has started, Plumlee basically only got 15 minutes last time. That's my biggest worry to that. But other than that, Plumlee, since they went to the bench and Nurkic is out and they moved Beal to the bench, Plumlee has hit his rebounds over every game because he's basically just there to grab rebounds. That's it. Play defense, grab rebounds. The issue is Oso Iguodaro is more athletic. He's younger. He's actually taller. So the last game, he got 30 minutes. And in 30 minutes, he cruised. Got 6 rebounds, got 10 points. Kind of feeling he's a sneaky play if I can find any book that would actually give me any numbers for it. Because it's not going to be very big.
You want some numbers? Yeah. I'll give you some numbers.
I want some numbers.
5.5 minus 105 MGM.
That's points or rebounds?
That's points.
At 5.5, I would take that.
Okay, let's make that a play.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you wanted. What else did you want? You want Iguodaro rebounds? Is that something else? And by the way, if you're going, who the hell is Oso Iguodaro? Like I did, I said Gesundheit. He's in the Phoenix Atlanta game. He's with Phoenix, I believe. Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, 6'11" rookie out of Marquette. Really big high leaper. So he's been kind of basically think of a taller Trace Jackson Davis. Okay. That's kind of who I would compare him. He had 10 and 6 last week versus Charlotte. The night before he had 9 points. So when he's gotten minutes, when he's gotten over 20 minutes, he's hit 5.5 every game.
Okay.
So I like the option here for 5.5 points.
Want his rebounds?
Is that what his rebounds is? 5.5.
His rebounds also 5.5 minus 17 at Caesars or 6.5 plus. Well, it's offshore. 6.5 plus 120. You could get 5.5 minus 25 at MGM. 5.5 minus 17 at Caesars. Are you interested in that?
Not a 5.5. Not a 5.5.
Okay, so I'll just put the Iguodaro in there.
5.5. I want to see what the rotation is before I go after a 5.5.
Okay.
There is another play I do like in this game. This is going to be a half unit play because it's a little risky play, but I like it. We're going to take Ryan Dunn. He's been the beneficiary of basically moving to the starting lineup. We're going to take him over 4.5 rebounds.
Okay. What's the juice on that?
Plus 100.
Oh, even.
0.
Okay. No juice.
0.
I like that.
I like actually, it's plus 106 now. So when I got it, was plus 100. Okay. He's hit this last 2 games without any issue. He's actually hit in the last 3 games. The games before that, he's had 4, 4, and 4. So that's the only risk of this. There's an Atlanta team who's going to shoot a lot from the outside, missing a lot of key players tonight. There's going to be plenty of rebounds by the guards. So, yep.
All right. Done over 4.5 rebounds.
Yep.
Plus 106 FanDuel.
Yep. And then we're just going to wait.
Okay. Great. What's going on in your world, buddy? How'd you fare in the NFL over the weekend?
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I think the one bet I tailed you on, though, you hit. So good job.
Yes. There were some bets I got that went through, but most of the time, game script just kind of screwed me up multiple times. So, I mean, it was, I think the Buffalo game, I missed every bet. I mean, and it's bets that No, I didn't miss every bet because I took Josh Allen's rushing yards. Now I really should have took that for like 3 units and the rest for like half a unit. But I kind of went on some questionable things like that. I mean, you went into the Denver game. Jaleel McLaughlin's been the lead back, kind of been taking over the spot from Javonte Williams. And then we get to the playoffs and it's all Javonte Williams. I jumped on him personally early, which kind of helped that. Go to the Ravens game. I mean, it took Lamar. That game I actually did pretty well. That Friday night I did well. The Sunday game I did well with McLaughlin and Evans. Okay. But then, sorry, not McLaughlin, McLaren and Evans. But and then my buddy who basically wanted to go on a walkabout Sunday night, McLennan for his Jalen Macklin. Oh, I can't remember his name. Jalen Macklin. All right, I'm having a speech issue. Jalen McMillan from Tampa Bay decides basically to catch 2 passes for 41 yards.
Yeah, you know, so, I didn't like that because Otten was back.
Yeah,
that was the only reason.
I know Otten was back, but Otten only caught, 1 pass?
Yeah, Otten wasn't very involved either. No.
And if he catches the ball the 2 other times that it hit him right smack in the hands, it's an easy casher and we walk away. He threw 1 to the end zone that he should have caught, and then he threw 1 to the sideline that just bounced right off his hand. He bounced off his hands the very first play of the game. And I was like, what the crap was that? So, so that kind of thing. So the NFL was not very kind for me. As far as sides and totals, that was fine. But as far as actual prop bets, that was terrible. I actually might do a couple props, then that's going to be it. I mean, these next games are going to be interesting. Here's the biggest question I'm going to say. What is worse, the wild card round of the NFL or the college football playoffs?
Oh, wild card round. Rarely are you going to get good games, but now it's about to get insane, bro. Like it's about to. These are the matchups we've been waiting for. Ravens, Bills. I don't know if there's going to be a better game from here on out. Maybe it's Super Bowl. That's about it.
That game's going to be very interesting. And the greatest thing is Kansas City is just sitting on the other side, just going, we'll wait to see who we play. Hopefully you guys beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
That's our only goal because we should win without any issue at all. The NFC, I think, is done. I think it's basically it's the Lions. I do think this Rams-Eagles game is going to be a very good game, though. I think the Rams could actually possibly even win it. I definitely think it's too many points.
Okay. The Rams could outright. Nobody likes the Eagles, man. I think at home their defense is good enough. I like the Eagles in that game. I don't know if they cover, but
that's the Rams will have a chance to win the game with the ball at the end of the game.
Yeah. You think so?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I think basically, if you look head to toe, the Rams have the best defense that's left in the playoffs. Maybe the Chiefs.
I mean, the Chiefs have to be the favorite. The Chiefs might not be the best team on paper, but they got to be the favorite.
Correct. But I was talking about defense. Also, it's just talking defense only.
Yes.
Defense only. The Rams can stop the run. The Rams can stop the pass. The Rams can get after the quarterback, unlike any other team that's left. So their questions is offensive line, Puka's health, because he continue looks like he's getting hurt every single game.
Okay.
But those would be the kind of the one worry that I would have with them. But other than that, yeah, I think they're by far there. I mean, they can stop Saquon. If they stop Saquon, do you trust Jalen Hurts to win the game? The Eagles' defensive pass secondary is terrible. They're flat out terrible.
Well, they've been taking care of business, man. I'm much more bullish on the Eagles' defense than you are, but I will also say at the same time that if you can make them one-dimensional, that's the way you beat them. With that being said, Stafford going outside. Kupp has just been completely taken out of these games. Puka always seems to be injured. Hopefully he's feeling fine. He kind of hobbled off the other night.
Yep.
Can they get their run game going? But there's a reason why this line has come back down toward the Rams. And listen, I know that this is an NBA show and some other things, but this is what I'm talking about, dude. They just got to get the ball to A.J. Brown at this point. Get it in your second best offensive player's hands. And they didn't do that the other day. They didn't need to. Sure. And I think, honestly, and Sirianni and Hurts don't like each other. This is public. Last year, Kellen Moore comes in. He's there to buffer the two. I just don't think Sirianni trusts the guy. I really don't. I don't think they trust Hurts. So that being said, I think their defense is good enough. And we'll see what happens. The big issue with the Bills I have right now is their special teams, which sucks again. And I'm starting to think that the Ravens are going to win this game. And Lamar's going to go bananas on the ground, even though in this round he has had some issues in the past.
If you're not betting Lamar's rushing, you haven't been watching. I mean, that should be like a 5-unit play.
It was 2.5 units for me, and we never bet that much. I never bet 2.5-unit bets.
It's just he was told by his mom he needs to run more. He's running more. He's first option, really, and that there's. And the one thing I want to say with Kevin Clinton, when you talked about the Eagles, Dave, I'm talking about their secondary. You got Darius Slay, who got hurt last game and went to the locker room and never returned back. Name their other corner. Then you look at their two safeties. Their two safeties have been hurt half the year before. Yes, their front four is very good. They can stop the run. Jalen Carter is a tremendous beast coming from there. They have solid linebackering, but their secondary is not really that strong.
I think Quinyon Mitchell. I think you're wrong. I think Quinyon Mitchell's a stud.
I will say I do think Mitchell's a stud. I will say that's the other.
That's two really good cornerbacks.
But Slay's hurt, and he's questionable for the game anyway. So
yeah,
I'm just saying what I've watched this year in the past secondary. Yes. They've given up plenty of yards, and I think they'll have no issue moving the football, especially through the air. But we'll see. All these games tend to be a little bit closer. I mean, this round's going to be a lot better than the last round. So it has to be. There's no other way to go. So
all right. Maddie's in the house. Maddie, if you can help us get the broadcast going on X, that would be really good, because for some reason it's just not going right now, and I don't think that's great for us. I also want to let everybody know that Ben Fox is coming on in about 10-12 minutes, and Ben is he's a sports betting media mogul. I mean, he knows what he's doing. I'm a big fan of the kid. We'll talk about some of the states that still don't have their legal betting. We'll talk about a whole bunch of other things that are going on in the world right now. And then he's trying to sell Lamar Jackson Prism Gem Mint rookie card. So we can talk to him about that too. I wonder how much he's getting for that. You a card guy, Sean? Do you collect cards?
I used to when I was a kid, but I'm not an adult card collector now.
You're not an adult one. Okay. Very good. Mel, where the hell is your NHL play, dude? You told me that they could give it to you. You'd give us one, and I don't see it. They lost Nakobe Dean. Yeah, they did. All right, let's update. Yeah.
Cooper DeJean is a solid player, but he lacks ideal speed, especially in the secondary. I'm just saying there's holes, and then they will have no issue throwing the ball. So the weakness in the Eagles team all year was their pass secondary. So, yep.
Interesting. All right, let's get you caught up on everything that's going on. Again, a lot of pre-flop plays from Sean in the NBA. We will continue to have plays for you all night long. We do have games that are starting up, in about 10 minutes. We got two more games starting up: Sacramento, Milwaukee, New Orleans, and Chicago. And then about an hour and a half from now, Denver at Dallas. That's a good game, Sean. Brooklyn at Portland's the other one. But let's get into this. Indiana hosting the Cavaliers. Talk to me here. What are we on in this game, and how are we doing? I know you had Nembhard, right? Nembhard points?
Correct. We have Nembhard points. We have 12.5. He's got 7. So
right.
We're in the second quarter. We're fine with that. Personally, I also have TJ McConnell assists. You can actually get on that live. He's been hitting over 4 assists every game. That could be something you take. But again, it's just I took it personally. I took Nembhard's assist as well, since his 6.5, since he was starting tonight, and no Tyrese Halliburton. I also took a double chance on Turner and took a double chance on Mobley. Mobley's looking good. Turner's a little bit behind, but he's not dead yet.
Donovan Mitchell's got 24 through a quarter and not even a half.
Well, again, you got to look at these two teams just played the other night.
Yeah.
So Mitchell actually started off terrible that game. So I'm not surprised he went off, but they actually got beat by 15 in that game. So I really liked the Cavs today, but I didn't like at the number it would have. So your pre-flop number that you were looking at was 7.5. So from 5.5 to 7.5 because of the news of Halliburton. The Cavs actually came out, controlled the first quarter. There hasn't been a lot of defense being played. That's kind of shockingly right now. I mean, we're on pace for a 240-point game, which is not normally where the Cavs want to play. I mean, we're at 231 right now was the pre-flop. I don't know what we are right now.
But 49-44, we got some scoring in this game, don't we?
Yeah, we're at 242. 242 right now is the live number.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. And Cup's a possession receiver now. That's who he is.
All right, back to the NBA though. Let's stick to the NBA. You got somebody with really bad ADHD, and if we start going back to the NFL, we're not going to get back to the NBA. So Thunder 50, Sixers 38. What are we on in this game? Because I don't even remember. I just tell you, and that's it. We got Hartenstein double. He's got 4 points and 5 rebounds.
4 points, 5 rebounds. We're on Wiggins over 10 points. He's got 4 points, so we're right where we want to be. We talked about the Caruso. Caruso already has the steal, and Caruso already has the 3. So from my perspective, that'll be very good. We're looking pretty decent. There's nothing else to take because, again, I expect OKC to run away with this. Sixers have put up a little bit of a fight in the second quarter. You had a 16-point lead for OKC. It's been trimmed down to 12. So, but I expect OKC to do whatever they want this entire game. So,
okay. The next one we got Mel. Come on, just put your damn play in there. I want to tail your NHL play. I'm excited. I'm busting balls. Don't worry about it. Suns and Hawks just underway. I think we are on what? KD over 3.5 assists or 4.5 assists. He's got 1 so far. We're just underway halfway through the first period. 18-12 Hawks on top at home.
And we're on Iguodala, who won't come in until the second unit, so I'm fine with that. Okay. And we're on Ryan Dunn's rebounds. Ryan Dunn has actually started off this game really nice with 7 points, no rebounds. Though there hasn't been a lot of defense, I will say. I mean, there's only 3 rebounds. They're all from Durant. Sorry.
You all right there, buddy?
Yeah. So the other thing I'm on Daniels over 2.5 steals. He's got 1 already. Again, these two teams just played. He had 3. The only game in the last 6 games that he hasn't had 3 steals was last week when we were on the show, and we bet him. Okay.
We do have another game just about ready to start. Pelicans at the Bulls. The Pelicans are horrible. They're 8-32. The Bulls are 18-21. They've got a lot of questions that they need to answer here as they head into the trade deadline, and one of those being LaVine. Is LaVine going to be around? 24, 5, and 4.5 is what he's doing so far, and he's pretty. Would you say he's a pretty efficient ball player?
Well, I think if I'm correct, and I don't have the number right in front of me, but I believe he has 9 straight 30-point games, which is why we're on his points at over 27.5.
Yeah.
It's a Pelicans team that's kind of refusing to play defense. So I don't understand why this number actually went down in some books to 26.5. So I took it and ran. I have no issue with that at all. So that is one of the plays we're having. I mean, he's probably going to have a very big night tonight. I mean, probably going to draw Dejounte Murray, but so far Dejounte Murray hasn't really been trying to shut anybody down. The other play I really like in this game, and I'll ask you because you could probably find it for what I'm looking at. I want Nikola Vucevic, but I want it at 18. It's at 18.5, and I don't really want to play 18.5. And the reason for that is the Pelicans are not a very good team. They give up one of the most inside plays to opposing centers and power forwards close to the rim. So they don't have a great rim protection, even though Yves Missy actually has a block in every single game he's played in. They
Why
still give up.
Why isn't he listed? He's not even. They're not even putting a number up on him.
For who?
For Vucevic.
Yeah, yes, I see him at. He's 18.5.
He's not here at unabated. They just kind of. Yeah, I don't know what happened then because they don't have him on unabated.
Yeah.
He's just dead. So, all right, 18.5, and you want a better number than that? Is that what you're saying?
I do. I actually want 17.5. I might. The issue is you might have to wait, or is this a thing?
All right, it's up. It's up. Yeah, you're not getting a 17.5. We got 18.5s, 19.5s. That's it. That's all we get. So we got to hope he gets off to a little bit of a slow start, and then we can get in on it. That thing got bet up. It was actually it didn't get bet. It just sat at 18.5, and they bumped it up from 18.5 to 19.5 at DK, 18.5 FanDuel MGM.
Yeah, that's been the problem. Kobe White's going to go tonight, so I guess that's why they think Levine's going to have a little bit less. But White's been not carrying as much as he hasn't stopped Levine in any of the other games he's played, so he only missed one game. So I was also trying to see if there was anything on Josh Giddey that was out there that I liked. I was tempted to go after his assist, but I might go after a combo platter here.
A combo platter, you say?
Yes.
All right. I'm fine with that. While you're looking at your combo platter, let me do our spiel. First of all, smash the like button. What is up? Most of the people watching tonight are on YouTube. I can't get the stream to work on X, so that's fine. What up? These are our diehard guys. And we'll have the bigger crowd tomorrow night. And then lastly, if you haven't already checked this out, I don't know what you're waiting for. We're giving away a free week, nukethehouse.com. Any plan? Code Nuke the Playoffs, 1 free week. Here, Maddie's putting the actual nukethehouse.com /pricing. And if you sign up now for a month, you can get all our plays, our pre-flop plays, our premium shows, NFL. We got the college football playoff. You get Super Bowl. You get everything. So nukethehouse.com, subscribe. 1 month is $59.99. Okay. What do we got here, buddy?
I'm going to take Giddey over 27.5 PRA.
Official play?
Yep.
All right, Josh Giddey. What'd you say the number was?
27.5.
Josh Giddey over 27.5. And what book?
I got a FanDuel.
FanDuel and the juice?
11.
Minus 11 at FanDuel. Okay, cool. I will get in on that right now. I'm going to go shop and see if we can find, make sure that's the best one. But points, rebounds, assists, that's PRA. If you don't bet NBA, I know a lot of people don't bet NBA. They're here. Maybe you bet NHL or college hoops or whatever, but we'll get you a Giddey. We'll get you a Giddey line. If you wanted to pay more juice, you can get that at 26.5 on DK minus 20. I'd rather pay a little bit more juice personally, or a little less juice. That's basically 10 cents for the point. What would you prefer at that point?
What was it? Minus what number?
Minus 20. 26.5 minus 20 or 27.5 minus 11.
Personally, I mean, when you're looking at the difference of minus 20, you're looking at the difference of $90 or $83.
Yeah.
From a probability standpoint, 26.5 is a better number because that's right. He's right around 28 is where I put him at this game.
Okay.
So I do like this there, but I would probably pay the minus 120. If I had a place that gave me minus 120, I would take the 120.
You'd pay a little bit of juice. Okay. And actually now it's up to minus 125. So now we're talking about even worse. We're talking about an even worse number. So
you paused.
If you want to take that, it's, I mean, that's a tough number to bet, dude. Minus 25, but yeah, I'll take the 26.5, half on 26.5, half on 27.5. How about that? And then if you want a little better juice, you can go to MGM and get it minus 105. So 27.5 minus 105. Yep. Thank you, LH Grant. Appreciate that. As Maddie said, 3 likes, question mark. There's 38 of you watching. By the way, Maddie, I just found this out today. And Ben Fox is coming on. Yeg and Y2J just subscribed to the channel within the last couple of weeks. That's ridiculous. Well, look who came over. Sean Fox is up here with me. Ben Fox spelled completely differently, helping us out here tonight. What's going on, Ben? How you been, buddy?
Cousins from another mother, I think.
Not at all, because you're FAWKES and he's just an FOX. Unfortunately, yes. I just realized that too. So it's kind of a sad moment that it took me this long to realize. Ben, what's going on? Ben he covers the sports betting industry. He's always good. He's a great resource. I follow him I got a Substack, read his newsletter as often as I can, which is just about every day you put it out. But talk to me here, buddy. What's going on in the sports betting world right now? What are some of the big stories?
Yeah, well, for me personally, it's my Vikings, who didn't exactly show up last night. That's less a sports betting story than kind of a personal tragedy.
I'd rather have the personal tragedy.
Wise. Yeah. It was kind of expected. I think just kind of looking ahead, I think divisional weekends fascinating. Two things I tweeted out today, like the Lions as a 9.5 or 9-point favorite, by far the biggest favorite they've ever been as a franchise in playoff history. Mm-hmm. Though, as I didn't put in the tweet, we don't have the numbers for the 1935 playoff game against, I think, the Cleveland Browns, but we can assume maybe they weren't a 10-point favorite. And then that Ravens game flipping as well. Several bookmakers kind of, spoke with throughout the season. They had the Ravens as their highest power rated team. Really? Even in the middle of the season they were always still pretty high, even when they were, 7-4, didn't have the greatest record, just because they had that infrastructure. They figured they would eventually figure it out. And for the most part, they have avoided kind of the big injuries. Obviously with Zay Flowers, a big one this weekend, to see if he'll end up playing. But that also would be Buffalo's first time as a home dog since, I think, 1970. So in 18 games, they've never been a home dog. You think of, obviously, Buffalo, those teams in the 90s, very good. And so they would be, you would expect them to be favored. But a pretty, rich playoff history in Buffalo, not necessarily with a ton of success since those early 90s teams. But I thought just interesting kind of two storylines that stuck out there, and I'm really excited to see that Ravens-Bills game. I think that's much like in college football, where you sometimes get those matchups like Ohio State, Texas, that you kind of look forward to all year. Candidly, also Ohio State, Oregon, which turned out to be a dud. But just having those teams face off, I think is great. And, been looking forward to that Ravens-Bills games for a while.
All right. Foxy just gave a play out. You got to, it's 10.5 points, right? Fox, you put 0.5 points. You put out just 1 point. So just get, but Jalen Smith of the Bulls over 10.5 points.
Not 10.
That's 102 at FanDuel. So you got it in. The number's still the same, buddy. I just got it in.
It's not 10.5.
What is it?
8.
Huh?
It's 8.5.
Oh, at FanDuel, it's 8.5. I just got a 10.5 or 9.5 over at DraftKings. So good. Throw that in there and we're all set. We got Ben Fox over here. He covers sports betting. I know that the college football playoffs kind of split on the spread. Like, who are the books rooting for here? What do they need? Do they need anything?
I think they're expected. I mean, Notre Dame is always going to have a couple of the longer shots, right? Because they were probably 100-1 or so in that range after the loss to Northern Illinois, because you just figure they have to run the table to have a chance at getting into the playoff. And so obviously, and I forget if that was week 2, week 3, week 4, somewhere early in the season when they had lost that game. So obviously there's some liability that builds up. I think that ultimately they're going to need most likely Notre Dame. There has been sharp action on Notre Dame at plus 9.5 to knock that number down. Again, it's early in the week, so you don't know. We'll see where it ends up. I think certainly we saw some of that with the Jets this season, where people weren't quite sure, is this a head fake early in the week to move the line and then come back the other side? Yeah. Do the Sharps just really love the Jets every single week, kind of in the middle of the season? Yes. And, as I know you guys discussed, just because a bet wins doesn't mean it's a great bet. Just because it loses, it's not a bad bet. The Jets, some of those were probably just bad bets, right? They're at no point were they probably going to cover some of those games. And, the Sharps don't win 100% of the time either. The public always, especially this season, doesn't lose all the time either. So I think the public's going to come in on Ohio State. I think, especially with the parlay liability, everyone is going to tie from this past weekend, the Bills to win, the Ravens to win, the Eagles to win. Potentially this coming weekend, they'll have the Lions to win. All that's going to be going into Ohio State money line. So there's going to be a ton of liability on Ohio State. So that would be my guess, is that they're going to be rooting for Notre Dame.
Yeah. What's fascinating too, Ben, is like the books are like, we need this team to win. And more often than not, it seems like they win. Like, what if you just tailed the books? Like, these guys come out, you talk to the sports book, the managers or whoever the hell it is, and they're like, all right, we need the Browns. And everybody's on the Steelers. And then the Browns end up covering. Like, how often does this end up happening? I wonder if I just blind-tailed whoever says in your Substack, we need this team to win, what my record would be at the end.
So I think it would depend on what book you're going with, right? And I think that's part of what for, David Purdom and Patrick Everson and myself and others who've kind of been covering the industry for a while. It used to be you knew somebody in Vegas, they'd give you some information, a bookmaker, and you would, be able to tweet that out. And there was only a couple of books, right? And now you have these nationwide giant books, some of which accept more sharp action than others, versus some other smaller books which accept more sharp action, but there's just so much less liquidity. There's so much less money in the pot. And so you tend to have these kind of differing needs as well by the book. So there'll be one book you speak with and they're like, hey, we really, really need, the Eagles, and they're playing the Falcons, right? And you'll talk to another book and they're like, man, we really need the Falcons, right? And one probably takes sharp action, one might not. So there's a lot more deciphering, I think, of kind of what that is. And I think odds makers are willing to say, hey, we took respected action on this team at this number. And obviously that's not always the number that's currently available when people are betting. But it's been a really good betting season for the public. I mean, there's a lot of the last, this weekend, past weekend's a great example. Like I said, if you're looking for the most public kind of money line parlay, it's the Ravens to beat the Steelers. It's the who's the other team I'm thinking of? It's the Eagles to win, and then the Bills, right? Those are the three. That's a very public parlay. I think it was still at plus money with those three money lines, and it cashed, right? So you can call it a square bet. It also still cashed, and that's been kind of the theme, I think, of the NFL season that we've seen. There's just been some really good teams, and then the bad teams have been really bad. And so even if you're catching what you would consider good value, right? You take whatever, the Panthers plus 6.5, and the line closes +4, +4.5. If they lose by 20, it doesn't really matter your closing line value. It's just the favorites have been that much better. We saw that with the Lions and the Vikings and the Packers and some of these teams, the Chiefs winning all these games. And so I think that contributed to just kind of a different season, NFL season, than we've seen the past couple.
Hey, Sean, I know you're over there, marinating, looking at some plays. Anything going on the screen right now on the board? And if you got anything for Ben, that's great. If you don't, no big deal. But what's going on in the NBA right now? Just a quick update.
Everything's fine right now. There's nothing that's out there yet. I'm interested. Iguodala has actually got in the game. So
nice.
It's interesting to see how he's doing. So far, he hasn't done squat. He's missed his first shot. But again, he's got such a small number. It's not going to take much to be able to get this. I'm watching this Cavs game that's there. I was interested to see. I was agreeing. Right now, you have so much of in all sports, it's becoming the haves and the have-nots. So the thing that I've seen the last 10 years and everything, and every sharp player would say, don't just bet the favorites. Don't just parlay the favorites. But when we're getting into the playoffs, it's seemed to happen in baseball. It's happening here. It's happening in football. You saw it in college football. You kind of go for it. You saw it last year in the NBA. Betting the favorite parlay is not a bad way to go come the playoff time, because there's they're just a little bit better than the better teams. And if they actually give effort, it becomes like a no nonsense bet that you look like it there. I mean, I gave Ohio State a long time ago, so I'm big on Ohio State. But except for Notre Dame upsetting Penn State, which should never happen, but it has almost been chalk city in the college football playoffs and obviously the NFL playoffs, except for the 2 games. But you could argue that the wrong teams were favored in both those games.
Yeah, and I think much like, some corporations I've been at, where I like to say the only constant is change. I think that's true in the sports betting world too, right? There's all these kind of angles that used to be there, and certainly some of that changes and is going to continue to change. And you have to adapt to that as well. Like next NFL season will be very different. There's going to be rookie quarterbacks, and we don't know how good they are. And CJ Stroud looked like a Hall of Famer last season, and he kind of looks like a above average quarterback this season. And part of that's probably him, and part of that's defense is adjusting, and part of that's Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell.
And his offensive line sucks.
Yep. Yeah. So some of that, I'm going to stop you right there because we're going to flash back to week 1. Keg and Holden are having it.
He sucked. He doesn't suck. Stroud is good.
And basically, there was hyperbole of he's the 3rd best quarterback in the AFC. He's definitely a top 10 quarterback. And I said, hold your horses. Let's give him more than a year. Teams start to get the book on him, start to see what he likes to do. And then you have to see the adjustments. And yes, things happen. Offensive line players go down. Laramie Tunsil doesn't play as long. Wide receivers get hurt. And then all of a sudden, he's just not that great guy anymore. And I was like, his whole thing is Nico Collins. That was my whole argument. As Nico is there is basically how Stroud is going to go. So you definitely a great point with Stroud, but yes.
No, you did not make a great point with Stroud. I completely disagree with you. To this day.
Ben made a great point with Stroud.
Yeah, he did make a great point. And
he's got a chance to upset Patrick Mahomes this weekend, and then that'll really be a feather in his cap. I don't know if I see that happening.
Is anybody coming in on Houston? Are you seeing any of that? I mean, I could just go check right now, I guess, if I really wanted to. And
I mean, at this point, it's so early that it's but actually at DraftKings right now, it's 50-50 on the spread.
Okay, and then they moved it on FanDuel. They moved it from 7.5 to 8.5. So there is a little bit of money coming in on the Chiefs, which is surprising because the Chiefs don't seem to cover very much. So
I think that's bounced around too. I think it might have been 9 and come down, and now it's come back up. And
that's usually what happens. Hey, before I have you plug everything you're doing, all right? What's going on? You're selling a Lamar Jackson pristine rookie card right now?
There's a big overlap, I think, in gambling Twitter, potentially stock market Twitter, card Twitter. So I was definitely big into the cards in 2020, 2021. Yeah, a lot fewer things to bet on for a long period of time there as well. So I definitely have some things I'm looking to unload, and I think there's a good time to unload a Lamar just because I don't know if they're going to win. Certainly it's like a stock. It could keep going up and they could win. They could also potentially beat the Chiefs. They could beat the Lions or Eagles in the Super Bowl or whoever they play. But they also could lose on Sunday to the Bills. So, trying to sell that one. Have a couple offers, but I'll probably sign up for a card Discord or something and try and sell it.
That's not a bad idea.
A Facebook group, one of those other things.
All right, buddy, go plug everything you're doing. I really appreciate the few minutes tonight. I really do. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries. Biggest thing's just the Substack, which is you can find on my Twitter, but it's bfox22 .substack.com, and then doing some writing for The Athletic and CBS Sports as well. So
I didn't know you're on CBS Sports now too. So good for you. Good for you. I'm happy for you.
All around, and doing some writing, some consulting, and then at some point here I'll have a job, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up because I need some consulting myself. Just real life advice, not seems like you got a good head on your shoulder. Real life advice, not any gambling advice.
Gotcha.
All right, friend. Take care. Go check out his Substack, Ben Fox, not spelled the same as Fox. It's Fawkes. Take care, Ben. Thanks again, buddy.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Very good. Always appreciate Ben's thoughts. He's dialed in around the industry. He knows a lot about it. So, Foxy, let's get back to business, though. We got some money to win, pal. Let's get through the NBA games that you already bet. We did have 2 games get underway with New Orleans, Chicago, Sacramento, Milwaukee. Did you have anything from Sacramento, Milwaukee? Again, that's just underway, $12.8 on top.
I did not.
No.
There really wasn't anything that I could see. I mean, Monk was out, so there wasn't being the assist. Darren Fox, I like him at 25. I'm not a big fan of 25.5 out there. DeRozan's probably been playing better. Sabonis has played better, but he generally doesn't play better against Brook Lopez. So, I mean, Middleton is out. So the Milwaukee bench is absolutely a giant question mark in this game. Who's going to score? Who's going to be got? There might be some guys. I mean, besides basically Portis, there's nobody else who's going to really probably put it. I mean, if AJ Green was playing, but books gave us no number on AJ Green, I would be interested in AJ Green because he should get some time. I mean, we might see some Marchand today, so to be able to go through. So we're still waiting for 9:30s. We're still waiting for some who's in, who's out kind of stuff. Giddey's off to a nice start. He's got 8 on his PRA already, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, on pace for a triple-double. Vucevic has gone right after it. He's got 7 points in the first quarter. So chance of getting any low number is long gone. So, I mean, his number now is 23.5. 5. Zion's your leading scorer for the Pelicans with 4. And Zach LaVine has yet to – he only attempted 1 shot and did not make it. So
that sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's early. It's 4 minutes in.
Yeah, you can't freak out. I say this every time, right? Guy could have nothing, comes down, drains a couple threes, or gets 2 rebounds on 1 possession, and you're fine. So let's not worry about that. We got 58-43 Thunder over the Sixers at halftime. Boy, the Sixers are a bad basketball team. Thunder.
There's nobody playing tonight.
What?
I mean, it's not only just a bad. There's nobody playing tonight. Tyrese Maxey's out, Embiid's out, Paul George is out, Drummond's out, Lowry's
still
out.
Bad that CBS only listed 4 players that are playing right now.
Okay.
That's how bad it is. What are we on in this game, pal?
We are on Stafford OKC. We are on Wiggins for 10 points. He's got 4. Caruso's got 3. If you were on Hardenstein double-doubles, got 4 and 5. If you've been watching the time, OKC has been giving the starters a little extra minutes, which they've done this in the last couple games that have been kind of blowouts because they know the guys aren't playing the fourth quarter. So, it's I'm perfectly fine running there. I mean, Wiggins last time had, I think, 8 going in the third quarter. He ended up with 20. Kenrich Williams had 20. There's not anything there. So Caruso's at 3. Wiggins is at 4. I'm perfectly fine where we're sitting at. We've got plenty of time to be able to get
just
that.
So everybody knows, Caruso was not an official play. So that's just that's his play. And don't get upset if you missed out on it. It's a personal play. I did not tail it either. So there you go. Did we do Cleveland and the Pacers?
No, we didn't do Cleveland and the Pacers. What we're on in that game is we talked about. I've got Mobley double. That looks good. He's 8 and 7. Nemhard's got 8. We need 12.5, so we need 5 in the second half. McConnell, like I said, when you could get on with 0, he's got 2, so that's looking fine.
McConnell has 2 assists. So you were like,
yes,
that's McConnell assists. Okay.
The Suns and Hawks. The Hawks are winning this game. A lot of people thought this was a bad look for the Hawks here. Just a bad the way with the Suns basically playing back-to-back. That this was the Hawks team kind of the way to go. The Great Barrier Thief has got 2 steals already. I need 1 more to cash my bet. As far as the Suns, Durant's got 2 assists, so we're fine. even if he gets none till halftime. Ryan Dunn is actually is tied there with leading scorer. It's not happening. Iridara has not scored yet. He basically kind of came and gave a rebound assist. Again, it's a very small number. It's something that's going to have. I'm watching the minutes between him and Plumlee, and right now they're dead even. So it'll be very interesting to kind of see. So kind of where it goes. The Bulls are off to a nice lead. They're up 7. We went through there. Basically, they can't stop Vucevic. Vucevic has 9 points now, getting all his points whenever he wants to at different times. The Bucks, the biggest question I'm going to be looking at is the bench of who actually plays. And if I can get any of those guys possibly live on a small number.
Anything else NBA? Because I want to get to the college basketball real quick. All right. Anything college basketball you're on? Because there's a lot of ranked teams in action. This is interesting. DePaul at home against 14-2 Marquette. Marquette's the 7th ranked team in the nation. They're tied at 48, and we're 8 minutes into the second half. That's an interesting game. Number 4, Alabama. Was that Bama that got spanked at Tennessee last week when we were doing the show? They're 14-2. They're taking off 14-2 Ole Miss, so 21 at 4.
It was Florida beat Tennessee like it was
Florida over Tennessee. Okay. Ole Miss is leading Alabama 41-40 with 15.5 to play here. So 21st ranked team in the nation giving the 4th ranked team in the nation fight right now. Mississippi State's 15th in the nation. Auburn's number 1. Auburn's up by 17, 52-35, 15 to play in that one. We've got Kentucky 35-32 over A&M. There's some really good SEC games. A&M is 11th in the nation. Kentucky's 8th, 3-point game, just underway second half. And then we got Miami at Duke tonight. Duke is 23.5-point favorite. There's really not much we can do there.
No, I mean, the other game, you didn't even talk about Kentucky at all. And Kentucky game, I actually thought was going to be a closer game. I'm trying to see what the lines are right now, what we have. So Alabama was a 10.5-point favorite. They're now 5.5. That's not anything I've watched, but I would continue to watch that game to see whether we can get a better line. Kentucky's right at 6.5. That's kind of where I put it right now for the game there. So there's no advantage there. Okay, open up all games here.
Yeah. So again, there's really good college basketball games tonight.
Yeah,
really.
So, I mean, we will keep an eye on it. We'll kind of watch what we like and see where there's a chance to have. I mean, Province's Creighton is there, but I've got that lined around 9 or 10. That's kind of what it is, depending upon what book you're looking at. So there's not a lot of way to get on in that game.
What did you have in the Bama game? What was the number you had in that?
I was putting this game about an 8-point favorite for Bama.
Wow.
According to my spreadsheet.
Okay. Because right now we're at the 16-minute timeout and it's 41-40 Ole Miss. And I wonder if there's any reason to back Kentucky if you had it at 8 pre-flop. Now I got to go find the actual number here.
Those are 2 different games. Bama's playing Ole Miss. That's 8.
No, I'm talking about Kentucky. Okay. And I was talking about Kentucky. So Bama, Ole Miss down 41-40. And right now, Bama is 5.5-point favorite, down a point. And then you've got Kentucky up 8 points now with a 10.5-point favorite. So we're not going to bother with that. What about this?
Florida.
What about this Ole Miss Alabama game with Ole Miss up a point, 15:37 to play, and Bama 5.5-point favorites?
I had this as a 10-point game going through. So, I mean, there's no play on this. I mean, we still got 15 minutes left. Ole Miss is still a top 25 ranked team. I've got to watch some of this Bama game before I take something live. Okay. I will go ahead, and I'm going to take our boys from Florida. We'll take them at minus 10.5 at Missouri.
Okay, let me go find the best number for that. Florida minus 10.5 at Missouri. That game has not started yet, correct?
No, that's 9 p.m.
Anytime we want to bet against Missouri, I'm fine with that. I hate Missouri more than life itself.
Missouri's had other SEC team that basically has a good record, but they haven't played anybody.
No.
So it's a question. So most of their schedule comes through. They're lost. They played Auburn. They lost. They beat Kansas. That was the one basically big win that's on their schedule, and maybe Memphis, you could argue. But they lost that game to Memphis. So, yeah, I think this Florida team is for real. I think they're a top 5 team. We've talked about Clayton as there.
What number did you get?
I got 10.5 at FanDuel.
Okay. If you do have Bet Rivers Sugar House, it's 10. I think I'm basically done at Bet Rivers Sugar House. I think I literally unloaded my account on Lamar Jackson and somebody else, but that'll be I'll put 10 in there. Florida -10 versus Missouri at -110.
There we go, Ryan. Pick up a
Hey, I tailed Mel's play with the Red Wings. Unfortunately, I didn't get it when they were down 2-0. I got it down 2-1 at slightly plus money at +10, but I'm on it with you, Mel. Let's go Red Wings. Let's go.
All right, so he's got the Sturkin in Denver here. Red Wings have been on a little bit of a tear here. Detroit's been playing well. Of course, they're playing San Jose here, so that's always kind of a question mark. But San Jose has been playing better hockey as of late too. They're not just the 2.5 goal pushover that they were last year. They lost to the Knights, they lost to Utah, they lost to Minnesota. Those are all fine. But they beat the Lightning, they beat the Devils before that. So they definitely can surprise some teams. My boy Macklin Celebrini has not done anything tonight. That's not well.
All right. Mel wants to talk to you. Did you already talk about this? Shesterkin versus Blackwood?
Hey, he's talking about the Colorado game at 9:00.
So hold on a second. You didn't even have the Red Wings play? Like, I tailed somebody else. It was Viper. Viper gave it to me. Mel, you just won't give me a play, huh? Is that it? You're done? You're done giving me plays because I was busting your balls. That's too bad. I'm a Mel guy. Come on, Mel. Give me something here tonight. Yeah, Viper, I guess I tailed you. I thought it was Mel. So good job out of me. Nice tailing. Solid work.
Yeah,
good job. Good effort.
Yeah, so, I mean, the Red Wings, not a bad number. I mean, I'm going to wait till the end of the second period, seriously, if they're down 2-1, and then see if I can get them on a pretty decent number.
Okay.
And we basically were third quarter started, the Thunder upper 18. It's really kind of a laugher. There's nothing they can do. Hardenstein's got 6 and 8, so at least he's getting the rebounds. Then if he can just go after the points a little bit late, that'll be pretty nice. So, there's nothing really at all to get on. I don't even know who this guy Edwards is for the Sixers. Justin Edwards.
It's a deep dive, man. If you don't know who he is, a lot of people can't know who the hell he is. That's
the kid from Kentucky. Okay.
That's
like, I don't know. Okay. G League guy, former Kentucky basketball player.
All right. Maddie says there's only 3 likes. Come on, guys. This is basically a subscribers only show at this point tonight. We didn't really throw it out there on X. So let's go.
I don't have any issue with the play. I don't have any issue. It's under 6.5. I mean, Shesterkin is back in net for there. He is supposed to be Mackenzie Blackwood. So Blackwood's on my fantasy team, so I'm very familiar with Blackwood. He's been an absolute stud. So if it's set at 6.5, that's a pretty nice number to get. Let me see if I can
take it under in the abs, huh?
Yeah, I'll tell that. I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah, it won't be an official play, but Mel, this is the play I'm on with you, pal. We're gonna go out. Let me go find the best number. We'll go to, again, unabated. They're pretty damn good at giving all the numbers here. Kind of need it when you're doing a show. I wish they'd do better at actually giving live odds, in-game odds. I think there are places that have that, though, so I got to go look into that. Nonetheless,
yes,
we got
25 at DraftKings.
Okay. Yeah, plus 106 to the over. Yeah, unfortunately, let me see here. We just got to do the total. All right, the total 6.5 minus 15 at 365, 6.5 minus 20 at MGM, 6.5 minus 121 at River. So I suppose the best number you would get is at MGM at this point, but you're paying some juice. You're definitely paying some juice in this game. Yeah. But Mel, it's in. Let's go. Let's go make some money, pal. I'm a big fan, Mel.
Very interesting lineups.
What?
The Suns Hawks game is very interesting lineups.
What's going on?
I mean, the Hawks have opened up to a 12-point lead here. But yeah, it's. I mean, KD's back. With the last 2 minutes of the game, Booker's not playing, Dunn's not playing, John's not playing. We're running Royce O'Neal and Bradley Beal, which aren't bad players, but it's just a very interesting lineup for the last 2 minutes of the half. So,
okay, here's what I got as official plays right now that are in the chat. We got Hartenstein double. We got Levine over 27.5 points. We got Aaron Wiggins over 9.5 points at plus money. KD over 4.5 assists. Nemhart over 12.5 points. Iguodaro over 5.5 points. Ryan Dunn over 4.5 rebounds. Giddy 27 to the over 27.5 PRA. Jalen Smith over 8.5 points, and Florida -10 in college basketball.
That is correct.
How are we doing here with KD, with Wiggins, Levine?
KD's got 2. Wiggins hasn't got in the game, but he'll get a large run with the lead.
Okay.
The Sixers have scored some points here to give this a little bit of close. I mean, it's 14. Hardenstein's got 6 and 9. Like I said, Wiggins hasn't got in. Caruso hasn't got in. They'll get in towards the end of this quarter. Edwards and Dowden are 2 of the guys keeping the 76ers in this. If you could tell me anything about them, that is more than I know. Mobley's got 8 and 9. It's 66-66. I am shocked that we're at an even score in this game. Nemhart's got 8. It's 3 of 8. And McConnell hasn't come back in. So, I mean, that's a game just literally tipped off a minute ago for the third quarter. Again, I think OKC will go on a run here and kind of blow them out a little bit here. So we've got the 10 rebounds for Hardenstein. We just need 2 more baskets, and that'll give us the double-double. Kason Wallace, again, has 7 points. His point prop is generally 7.5. Whenever you see him play a bad team, you should be taking Kason Wallace. He generally gets a chance to play with the backups at times. So why everybody else sits, it's not a bad bet. Hardenstein's got 11 rebounds now. Let's see if we can actually get one in the basket.
By the way, if you are a subscriber, Zargo just threw a hockey play in there right now. So JC Zargo has a play. He just threw it in the in-game plays chat. It's a big plus money play. Woo, let's go, Zargo. Go hit that, baby. And if you want to join, nukethehouse.com, $59.99 a month, nukethehouse.com/pricing. And if you want a free week, Nuke the Playoffs is the code. But I think tonight's kind of a subscribers only thing is what we got going on here, which is nice. It's nice.
That's all right. Yep.
No, I think I'm fine with it. Tomorrow night we'll have a lot more. And tomorrow night's the big NBA night, isn't it? Don't we have like 13 games tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah, we've got 11.
11 games?
Yep.
A ton of games. Kentucky, 12-point lead now on A&M at home, 46-34. So Kentucky just kind of went ape shit, huh? Or they were already there. Yeah, I think they got off to they're off to an 11-2 lead in the second half, up by 12 now. Bama trailing Ole Miss 46-42 at home, 21st ranked, running Rebs against the 4th ranked Crimson Tide in Tuscaloosa. Auburn 67-43 over 15th ranked Mississippi State. Dude, this is just a really good Auburn team, and Bruce Pearl is just a really good coach. Simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a Player of the Year candidate in Brum. And I mean, Bruce Pearl knows what he's doing. He's a very good, solid team to be able to get through. You're getting a lot of good play out of a lot of different guys. Chad Baker-Mazzaro is basically a double-digit guy. He's basically another guy who kind of gets a little bit of rebounds there, but it's a nice thing. It's also a 3-guard offense. So the question is, when come tournament time, if they play a bigger team and their threes aren't falling, that's when they have issues. So
the Birds, what are you doing with Nova, dude? You keep putting Nova in here. They're trailing Xavier 62-58 with less than a minute to play. What's going on? You got something on Nova tonight?
Well, Nova Xavier was a very good game. Xavier came in as a -2.5 favorite. So right now, I mean, a lot of people liked Xavier in this game to really cover. So, I mean, it's going to go either way. So there, we did finally get a dunk by Iguodala. So that's good. That's 2. Only need 2 more baskets in the second half. So,
okay. So he's got 2 points, Iguodala. 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist.
Yep. The backups are now in for OKC. They're up 14. So Wiggins is into the game. Let's see how that goes. He's in with SGA, though. I'd rather him not be in with SGA. Well, when he's in with SGA, it's going to be all right. The 4 guys are watching SGA shoot. That's generally what's happening.
That's how it goes.
Yes. Mobley got his double-double. He destroyed that in the third quarter here, 16-12. That was a nice one for me. Emmert still got 8. He's 3 of 9. He's missed his last 2 shots.
Hey, Sean. I know we're talking NBA, but I was just looking because in BetMGM, I bet the Iguodala that you recommended. I have so many NFL plays, and we're sitting here on Tuesday night. And I bet half of these Sunday night and Monday. It was weird. They opened it up on Monday, all these props, and everything got bet up. I still think the Lamar Jackson that we got at 44.5 or 46.5, I still think that's good at 50 yards.
I think he's going to run a ton. The only question that you have is the hit on the back, where he kind of tweaked his back last week. If he gets hit again, does he not run? Because if you did watch now, again, a lot of people say, okay, you saw the second half, he didn't run. They were also up by 2 touchdowns. I'm sure these coaching staff said, don't. Throw it away. It's fine. Just as long as you don't throw a turnover here, we're probably going to win this game. So, yeah.
All right, buddy. It's my 1 hour pee break because I'm old. And that's just what happens when you get old. You just have to pee all the time. So I'm going to go run upstairs for a couple minutes. You're in good hands with our boy, Foxy. I'll be back in a couple minutes, Fox. But again, we'll come back. We'll talk some more NFL too. And if you got any best bets, any sport, you got questions for Fox, or even me, I don't care. Sports questions, non-sports questions, I don't give a damn. Just do it. Stick around. Foxy's got you for a couple minutes. Thanks, Fox.
Pacheco's not a guy I've really been playing all year since he was hurt, then kind of came back, kind of split carries. So I have no, sorry, I just, that might be a question better for Keg. I don't have a great handle on Pacheco. Yep. This is exactly what I said is happening right now. The 4 OKC guys are watching SGA shoot. I mean, that's basically what's been happening here for the last minute and a half. So, they actually, plus J-Dub is on the court too as well. Damn, I didn't catch that. No, now he's off. Good. Come on, Wiggins, let's go. I thought this game was going to definitely not be a 2-point game. 12-point game going into this. So, I was fading them live. Okay, Xavier's up 4, 26 seconds to go. Kentucky's now up 12. Yeah, the 6.5 is kind of where I had that. I wasn't. So their Ole Miss is up 4. So we got to watch this Bama game to see if there's a chance I can get it, because I like Bama to win this game. I'm really tempted to take Duke the first half. I'm kind of starting to see how a couple other bets come in. But yeah, I think this Miami team is so bad. It lacks scoring. It lacks size. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the question. A guy who runs physically, he's going to get his yards. It's just a question. He's not a guy that's getting 100 yards. Oh, come on. Nemhard, you tried to go one-on-one versus Jared Allen? That's not a good idea down in the post. I am shocked that Pacers are staying right with them without Halliburton. Big 3. There you go. Max Strus. Yeah, this is, come on, guys. We need some baskets here. Okay, see, anybody not named SGA want to score? That'd be nice. SGA's got 28, 3 and 8. I didn't take his points because I didn't think the Sixers were going to make this much of a game, but this is the NBA. As soon as you discount somebody, these guys can make shots given the opportunity. So Dunn's got 1 rebound. Katie's got 2 assists. Let's see if they're down 8. Okay, they're at least in distance. I was actually going to see what Garrison Matthews' number was, but I might actually just wait like 3 minutes because he's not going to start. It's going to come in there, but let me see what number they're posting right now so I can see where it moves. Garrison Matthews is a very good outside shooter, and they're giving you a 17.5. He's got 14. Oh, nothing I really like in this. Kong was also having a pretty nice game today. I'm going to watch the 17.5, but if this number drops below minus 150 juice, I'm probably going to take this. I need to set like minus 120, 125, something like that. I'm fine with that. Oh. All right, nothing else to take there. Come on, guys. Now Wiggins is up to 6. Let's go. 2 more baskets, Wiggins. 2 more baskets. Let's go. Dancing Bears going to the line. We love the Dancing Bear. So what is your guys' thoughts? Like, you had a meeting again with Jimmy Butler and Pat Riley today, basically saying that he wanted to reiterate this trade, but he'd also reiterate to him that they weren't just going to give him away. So, and all kinds of things he pretty much said, your list of teams doesn't matter to us unless they're willing to give us what we want. And they're ready to build around Hero and Bam and Jokic and any other future player that comes in.
Hey, what'd you say about Pacheco?
I said it's not a guy I've watched all like I haven't bet him all year because they've been so much of a running back by committee that it's not anything out there. I said to talk to Keg.
You know what's interesting? His line got bet up from 35.5 to 39.5 at MGM. So there's a lot of money coming in on him on the over. And I don't really see where Andy Reid's going to get away from using Kareem Hunt in there because Pacheco doesn't look like the same guy since he's come back from the injury. Now, maybe the 2 weeks off have helped him, but I think we see quite a bit of Kareem Hunt.
I do think we have Kareem Hunt. Yeah, it's all the Vucevic show. If you're watching this game, Levine's 0 for 4, hasn't scored. Hopefully he can at least get to like 6 or 7 and we can have a massive second half. Giddey, which was not mentioned, has 18 on his PRA right now in the second quarter. 7, 5, and 6. So he's just cruising right now. Jalen Smith just hit a 3, so he's got 7 points. We need 1 more basket from Jalen Smith to cash. The Kings have decided not to play basketball tonight. That's essentially the best thing I can tell you. I am going to be very interested if I can get Devin Carter. See if you can find a Devin Carter number.
Pre-flop or what?
Right now. Live.
Live? Devin Carter?
Yeah, Kings.
Yep. I will be looking for him. Give me just a second. What is what? Give me the number you're looking for on Devin Carter.
I want 10.
You want 10 points?
That's all I want. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll go find that for you. Devin Carter live, Kings, Bucks, and points for Devin Carter. Ooh. Why is he's not even listed?
Yeah, that's the issue. The kids books don't like to list him because he's only played like 3 or 4 games this year. He's their first round pick from West Virginia. He's actually been a guy I've been watching because he's been scoring double digits in multiple games in a row, coming off the bench now and being that scoring threat. So he's a guy I've been trying to bet here. So, I mean, 2 out of the 4 games, he scored double digits. Anytime he's got over 15 minutes, he scored double digits. With this game being a 25-point blowout right now, he's most likely going to see more minutes and get that 15 minutes, and he's going to have a good chance to get 10 points.
So hold on a second. Caesars and MGM were offering him pre-flop. Let me see if we can get something there. Because, Caesars often does offer the weird, the players that just aren't bet as much. I don't want to call it a weird thing, but and of course they're not letting me get player total points live. Everything's locked in this game. Is there a reason why?
Just because they're getting destroyed.
Okay. Carter 3.5 minus 104. Devin Carter 3.5 points minus 104.
At where?
Caesars. Is that an auto bet?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Is that a good number? Or you were saying 10. It's 3.5 points.
He's got 0.
No, but you said you'd go up to 10 points, right?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, and it's only 3.5. So maybe I should put more than a unit on it.
It's basketball. I'm going this based on the fact that we have a blowout score right now.
Okay.
He's on MGM too, so I'll give the MGM because I can take MGM.
Okay.
Devin Carter over 3.5 points. Minus. I got this even.
Yep. Ooh, you got an even better number.
Yep. And the reason I'm taking this, so Devin Carter's been scoring 10 points whenever he gets 15 points. He has 0 points. They're down 25. Most of the time, that leads you're going to play your backups longer if you can't get back in the game. Devin Carter's going to be one of those guys who's got the ball in his hands, and he's going to get up probably 5 or 6 shots. 3.5 points is not going to be that difficult to score. If you want to play a little bit, I mean, you can take this with Lamar Jackson's rushing yards at 40. Because if you could take his alts at probably about 10 points, or you can even just probably take his alts at it would have to be 10 points. Probably get a very nice number on that if you can find it. That's going to be
Devin Carter alt.
Yeah,
we were having problems finding them. We found 2 books that threw it out there. Let me see if we got alt points. Total points. I don't see alt points. Caesars, but
I got to play around with MGM. MGM's so much fun.
Yeah, MGM is a really good book, and I like them a lot, but their app sucks. It's not very friendly. It takes a while to load. It kicks you. I'm not a MGM app guy, but I do like their number. I use them quite a bit, especially in the NFL. They're really good numbers in the NFL that you can find there. Okay.
I should probably put more on, more in MGM.
Yeah.
Because I actually just had to reload in order to do this bet because I don't keep much there.
Yeah. Well, 3.5 is the only number I'm seeing on him.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay.
So I've taken it now, so I'm good. The worst thing is the Sixers came back. Somehow this is only a 4-point game. It's the worst thing. Now, it's great for our Hardenstein bet. It's not great for Wiggins, but Wiggins did score, so he's got 6. But he's going to have to get this pretty quickly. And he's already been now pulled, so he's going to go through the end here. Why did he get pulled here? It's not a foul trouble.
I'm looking up Carter points at One More Shop at ESPN.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can get that. But player total points. Let me see if I can find that. Just they're only offering over-unders, and he is not even being offered at ESPN. So
yeah, he's not going to be offered. ESPN is possible. I mean, DraftKings and stuff like that don't like to give you anybody there. I mean, this is the Justin Edwards show. He's got 22 points. Obviously, his career high. It's only his 6th NBA game played here, and he's got the stroke going. He's got this to 5. Hardenstein at the line. He's made the 7. He's going to shoot again.
Why is he only got 7 points? I thought the points would be the easy one for Hartenstein. Was I completely off base there?
The rebounds are always the easiest one for Hartenstein because nobody else really tries to rebound. When he's in there, they just kind of let him go.
And then he missed the second one?
He's got 9 points right now.
Yeah. So he missed it and then put it back? Is that what happened, or he hit both free throws?
I think he didn't get it back. That was a later. Eric Gordon missed a shot, and then went right back down to him.
All right. So we got Wiggins. We need him to score 4, and we got Hartenstein needs 1 point, and that's the bets we have from the Thunder Sixers game, the official plays. We had no other official plays, correct, from that game?
Correct. The other two plays was me, Caruso, 5.5 and 2 steals. He already got his 2 steals. I
wish your Mobley double was not a personal play. Boy, did he just clean up there. 19 and 12 tonight, Foxy. So great call there. We've got, who else do we have official plays from the Cavs and the Pacers with Cleveland up 92-83, 2:40 to play in the third quarter?
Only official is Nemhard. That's it. That's the only thing I took officially on that. Personally, I'm on some other things, but yes.
Okay.
But officially, that's it.
We need Durant to get us 2 more assists. We're a minute and a half into the second half. We need an official play here. Over 4.5 assists for Durant. He already has 3. So that looks good early on. What else are we on from this game, if anything?
Ryan Dunn, 4.5 rebounds. He's got 1. We would like him to at least pick up 2 or 3 here by the end of the third quarter. Which is then the Hawks have gone a little cold here, so there's a chance here for that to happen. And then we're on Iguodala over 6 points. He's got 2.
He's just
we are watching, because you were not here, I am watching Garrison Matthews. Okay. And I'm trying to see if Garrison Matthews gives me a number. I want 17.5. And I just want it without all the juice. That's what I'm looking
for those of you that don't watch hoops, he's with the Hawks. So Garrison Matthews with the Hawks.
Yeah.
Sixers hanging in.
It was 17.5. It was minus 140. Minus our 148. So we're kind of looking to try to see if I can kind of wait, because he wasn't going to start, see if the juice would go down, and we'd be able to get that 17.5, because he's being the primary basically shooter off the bench. So we got minus 136 right now. It's got 10 minutes. Probably wait 2 more minutes and we'll probably get what we want.
You watch any wrestling, perchance?
No.
Okay. Me neither. I'm just.
I watch wrestling movies. I watched what was that Showtime thing that got moved to Netflix? What was that show? About the chick and the guy. What is that show called?
It wasn't with Mickey Rourke, was it? The movie?
No. It's a series that has the same guy who played Arrow with Jason. What's that kid's guy's name?
I don't know. If it's a series, I don't know. The wrestling series. No.
Well,
I know a lot of people are into it, though.
It was a Showtime show,
and
Netflix has kind of picked up the earlier season. So it is basically a show I've been watching. What's it called?
I don't even remember what the one with Mickey Rourke and Marissa Tomei was, but she got naked in that. She's still so hot. She's like 60 years old. She's one of the hottest 60-year-olds ever. Does anybody remember that movie? What the hell was that?
Stephen Amell, that's his name.
Stephen Amell?
Stephen Amell, the guy who played Arrow in the the WB show, The Arrow.
Yeah.
Also he's been in what else was he in? Heels. That's the name of the show. So you should watch it on Netflix. It's actually pretty good. It's about a wrestling family. It's like the pre-days of the WCW and the WWF. And it's about this Georgia wrestling family and kind of dealing with their heritage, where the father shoots himself and kills himself.
Oh, shit.
There's all kinds of drinking and mental issues and something. And Steve Amell and kind of with this other group it's actually a very good show. With David Cross plays kind of the other guy from the other rival league.
David Cross is funny.
He is, but not in this. Michael Malley's also in it.
Thank you, Soder. Soder got it. The Wrestler.
Yes.
Great movie. Depressing, but a great movie.
Yeah, Alexander Ludwig is in it. You'd recognize him if you saw him. He's been in a lot of things. When he was little, he was the little brother on the Tim Allen show, Home Improvement.
Okay.
With Zachary Taylor Thomas, but he's definitely no longer. He's like 6'4", 6'5" now.
Can we talk about Evan Mobley here for a second and just how good this kid is? Like he was a stud coming out of USC, but where was he? If he wasn't the number 1 pick, wasn't he like 2 or 3?
He was 2.
He was 2. And you throw him in there with Donovan Mitchell. Strus can do it. Garland is another guy. Jared Allen is just kind of a mop-up guy that can just get you a little bit of everything. This really is a good young, and I didn't bring up LeVert. This is a good young team, man. Like this, to me, it's no fluke that they're this good at this point. And they're up by 11 over the Pacers at the end of 3.
Well,
I don't know how far they can go, but how good are the Cavs, man? I think they're a real good team.
They're very good. I think the one thing you've got to look in there, they've been able to assimilate Darius Garland. Where Garland and Mitchell have been able to coexist on the court. They're still a great defensive team. Adding Niang, adding Strus gives it outside shooting to go with LeVert. And I mean, it's been there. The Suns have now taken the lead. I'm going to be on Garrison Matthews now at -118.
Okay, so we're going to go. So you're going to FanDuel. You're going to go to the Hawks game with the Suns.
Yeah, I'm going to type
points, and then Garrison Matthews. What's the official number?
17.5.
17.5. And I'm not going to shop around because I want to get this in fast. 17.5 minus 22. Maybe I should shop around.
Minus 18.
I got 22 at FanDuel.
I got 18. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I mean it's different states. Maybe it's just different there.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find this with the Hawks. All right, I'm going to go real quick, and God, I hope I don't miss this number. They locked him over to MGM, so that's it. I got a 22. So Garrison Matthews over 17.5 points. It just moved to -118. I just had to refresh. So let me get that out there. Wait for the bet to actually go through. It has gone through. So, Oh, you put that in yourself. Good job, Fox.
Yeah.
How's our boy Devin Carter doing right now? Has he gotten in the game yet?
I don't know. I was just going to check on Aaron Wiggins, to be honest with you. We got 5 minutes to go. OKC's back up 12. We're on a timeout, so it's going to be interesting to see who comes in. So, I mean, we need still one more point from Hartenstein, who's not in the game. He's got 9 and 15. Alexander's got Kason Wallace has 13. So right now we're Dort, J-Dub, Joe.
Does Hartenstein come back in up 12 with 6 minutes to play?
Yeah, I mean, up 12, it's a possibility. He may just be coming in with the second unit. I'm not sure what we're going to see. Suns have roared back. They're up to the lead. KD has there. We're still basically nothing from our guys. Ryan Dunn is scoring a lot tonight. Still 3 for KD. Plenty of time. We're fine with that. Great Barrier Thief still has 2 Steves. I need 1 more for me personally. We did basically finally get a Zach LaVine is 0 for 5 tonight. He has yet to score. 18 points. Vucevic has got 15. That was the way to go. Smith's got 7, so that's not too bad. Actually,
NHL, for those of you that are on that Red Wings bet, San Jose picked up a goal, 16:22 to play in regulation, 3-1 Sharks over Detroit. I didn't see many other plays in there. I know Mel gave out the Rangers-Colorado game under 6.5 here in Denver. That game gets underway in about 5 minutes. It should start. If anybody's got any other NHL plays, feel free to throw it in the chat right now. College basketball. Let's get to that. Illinois, 19th ranked team in the nation. 2.5 minutes to play. Smashing Indiana 90-61. 7th ranked Marquette is in a brawl, man. This is coming right. This is final possession right here. 67. So Marquette, DePaul just tied it up at 67 with 2 seconds left. Marquette, DePaul, 67-67. Marquette's 7th ranked team in the nation. DePaul is 9-8. 21st ranked Ole Miss up by 10 now against Bama. How about that, Foxy? And we've got just 4.5 to play. 61-51. Ooh, okay. Top ranked Auburn smashing 15th ranked Mississippi State 86-62. 9-point lead for Kentucky over A&M. 8 minutes to play, 59-50. Kentucky on top. But I think it's interesting here that Ole Miss is up by 10 over Bama. Both teams 14-2. I wonder what this means. I mean, we're not watching this game. I wonder if it says more about Ole Miss or more about Bama.
Like I said, Ole Miss was the top 25 team too. This wasn't going to be a walkover. I mean, they played really well. I mean, it's been a close game. I haven't been watching most of them. I've been watching this Cleveland game.
Yeah, but Alabama's the top scoring team in the nation, and they have been shut down tonight. 51 points. What's this line?
Is Sears playing? Trying to see if anybody was out for Bama tonight.
Sears is playing.
Okay, yeah, but he's only got 9 points. He's 2 of 7. Island's 0 of 8. I mean, yeah, they're not shooting well at all.
So you're getting 6.5 with Bama, and they're down by 7 with 3:30 to play.
That's what I was looking at.
But it's minus 35 at FanDuel. I can't do that.
Yeah, it's 4.5 now.
So yeah, because they got it down to 7, 61-54. They hit a 3. Okay.
Yeah, but keeps going back between 6.5, 4.5 every time they miss.
I really want to bet that, but I'm not even watching it.
Yeah, it's tough to bet college basketball when you're not watching it. I will 100% tell you that anytime. Definitely, it's not a great thing to try to bet when you're not watching.
No, and you can do it too. You can be successful at it. You can, but I'm just not going to do it. It's not quite blind betting. You're kind of comparing the current line to the past line. You can go look up season foul trouble or anything like that, but I'm going to stay off it then, even though I kind of want to get invested in it because it looks like a fun game. Cavs sitting Mitchell and Mobley up 108-97 for a little bit. Garland, Strus, Allen, Yang, and Merrill are out there. We didn't have a bet on Merrill, did we?
Nope.
No.
Merrill's a hard person to generally get a line on to be able to bet him. McConnell got his 6th assist.
Okay. Hartenstein's back in. He's got 9 and 16. We need 1 point from old Isaiah. He hooked us the last show last week.
Yep. It's very interesting. TJ McConnell is such a very good point guard. Oh,
you're a big TJ McConnell guy, huh?
He's John Stockton-esque. That's who he is. I mean, he's just a little small guy, understands angles, has a nice little jumper. He doesn't need to take threes, but he loves to take little mid-range shots. Now, guarding is a different issue.
All right, we need Dunn to get 5 rebounds. He's just sitting on 1 right now. That's rough. He's on the bench. Durant, we need 5 assists. He's got 3, and we're only barely we're not even halfway through the third quarter. So Durant looking good. We got to get Dunn to get his shit together here for us, please. Pretty please, with sugar on top.
Yeah, I mean,
how about Giddey though? Did you see what Giddey's doing for us, buddy?
Giddey's been going great. He had 18 last time I looked at there, so he's got 20
PRA, and we need him to get 28 or 29, depending on what you bet.
He finally made a shot. Vucevic has got 16 in that first half, so he's going crazy.
Levine's on the board. I mean, he's got 2 points.
It's not happening tonight.
It's just fold on it. We're done. We're done with Zach Levine.
Yeah, if you could hit the cash out and they give you anything, that would be
1 cent. Yeah. Well, what if they go like 5 overtimes? We might hit it in 5 overtimes.
Yeah.
We still might not hit it in 5 overtimes. I mean, it's a good look. The guy's on a run, but the run just ended tonight. So that was the end of it. Hey, guys, smash the like button. This is basically a premium show tonight. It's just us guys. If you are not a subscriber, I mean, thanks for finding us. Appreciate it. NukeTheHouse.com, $59.99 a month, or we'll give you a free week with the code Nuke the Playoffs. But I feel like most of the guys that are in here right now are all our guys that are subscribers. So it's basically a premium show this evening.
Yeah, Hardenstein's going to get hooked here. I called timeout at 15. So
he's out.
Yeah, most likely he's probably not coming back.
God damn it. That's all right. I hate getting hooked. Only thing more frustrating than that is injuries. When you're losing on injuries. We got hooked by Kyron Williams last night. We got him live at 76.5 yards. He ended up at 76. And the worst part about that is that I had 74.5 in my queue and I auto accepted the 76.5. It was horrible. Terry Triplett, my dumbass took Miles Turner rebounds. Don't be tough on yourself.
I don't think it was dumb. I mean, Turner had a very good game versus them, and he has 4 rebounds. He's probably going to get 2, maybe 3 more. I think his rebound total was only 7.5. It's going to be very, very close. I looked at that. I looked at Siakam. Siakam was another guy who did really well versus the Cavs last game. So, yeah.
What's going on with Jalen Smith?
Jalen Smith had 7 points.
Okay. So we're doing okay with him.
Yes.
What do we need? 4 more points in the second half, I think. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Durant got another assist. That's 4. Let's go. Let's get this one.
Are you at the game, Mel? Are you at the game, or are you just watching it on TV, the Avs and the Rangers? I'm a big fan. I was a big Rangers fan growing up because – I was born in New York, and even though I left when I was like 4 years old, we used to go back and visit my grandparents. I'd be there. I mean, the first 2 years when we moved to Virginia, we were back there almost every weekend. And then summers we'd spend up there. So I was a huge Rangers fan, 93, 94 when they finally won it. And then once I started covering the Washington Capitals, I kind of gave up all fandom there. And I love the Avs games. I mean, again, this year I've just been non-existent with the hockey. I'll pick it up in the playoffs. But yeah, a lot of New York Ranger fans everywhere. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you, man. I don't know if you're at Ball Arena, but the Avs are a very fun team. We'll see if our boy McKinnon can win us another MVP this year. He's just terrific. How's Miko the Freako doing? Just have not followed the hockey in the regular season. There's 2 NFL, man. It just takes everything. Everything. I love it. I can't wait. I'm really excited about this game. Do you have any plays, any personal plays that you haven't given out, Fox, in the NFL games this weekend, the 4 games coming up?
No, there's nothing yet that I've looked at. I mean, I'm going to be on Allen rushing, Lamar rushing. I've been sneaking. I have to look at it with Xavier Worthy. It's receptions kind of deal because he gets such of those PS receptions where he just gets the pitch. That's about all out there. Like I said, I haven't even looked at it. But it is time to move on to the next game because we're going to start to know who's actually playing in this now.
All right, let's go. We got one more game tonight. Brooklyn at Portland.
We got 2 more games.
2 more games. Denver, Dallas.
We got Denver, Dallas. That's who we're going to talk about. That's 9:30.
Right, let's do it.
It looks like Jokic is going to go. It looks like Westbrook's going to go. It looks like Murray's going to go. So really no changes whatsoever. Strother looks like he's going to go as well. So
do we want to back the Nuggets here?
I like the Nuggets here. I don't understand why a lot of people are like, oh, Kyrie's back, so we're going to back the Mavs here. Now, the Mavs are at home. Been solid. Both teams are basically similar records, you see. But these 2 teams just played. And Jokic kind of threw Lively around a lot. Lively got off to a pretty good game, though. But Klay Thompson was on fire in the first half, and then he just completely, once again, hooked us in the second half, not trying to score 4 points. He scored 3 points. And that was a bet where I was missing in the NFL, where I lost that one where I lost 5 of the 6 plays. And I took I chased. Clay was hitting everything. I was like, he's got 6 points. That's all he needs the second half. We're going to take all 6 units personally, and I put it on Clay. And second half, he hit the 1-3 to start off. Then he hit another 2, and then that was it. And then he ghosted me for the entire game. Similar to Scotty Barnes last night, getting eight rebounds at halftime and ending the game with 8 rebounds at the end of the game. His halftime number was 12.5, which I thought he was going to get that too. So he hit me in the ass. So looking at the game, Lively had a nice game. Lively had 8 assists. Lively's not getting 8 assists this game. It's not happening. I don't see Clay scoring 25. PJ didn't really have a good game. They did have issues off the bench. Hardy was 1 for 7. He's probably not going 1 for 7. But let's start off first. The bet you have to make. Unless you've been stuck in a hole, Russell Westbrook over 13.5 points. It is an auto play, 100% auto play. Not only that, I've been just running with Russell Westbrook personally so much that it's just like a triple bet every single time I get it. So what I mean by that is we are taking his points over 13.5. I'm going to say personally, just because the juice on this is minus 138. If you find better juice, I took his rebounds over 5.5. And then I'm taking his PRA over 26.5.
Oh boy, we're going all in.
He has murdered these numbers. So the official plays are going to be the points at 13.5 at minus 120 and the PRA at minus 128. Those are the official plays.
Points minus 120, PRA at what? Minus 120?
128.
128, and you're not going to take the rebounds as an official play.
Correct.
Okay, so why would you go PRA and not take the rebounds as an official play? Like, what's holding you back there? Just a question.
Because I'm probably going to take it personally. I'm going to take his double as well. So he's been alternate. He gets 10. He could get 9 rebounds and 9 assists. He could get 9 there. And the only thing was the juice. If you can find the juice lower, I'd be on the rebounds. That's the only thing keeping me off of it is the juice. Yeah, Levine stunk tonight. 10 straight games, over 30 points. And tonight he decides to give us, because it's a show play, 2. So you can't make this up. So okay. I take Russell Westbrook double at plus 270. Again, going versus Dinwiddie, going versus Kyrie. He's more athletic than all of those guys. He is going after boards like crazy. 5.5. I mean, I guess I could play the juice, but I would just play the 5.5, which is what I did personally. So I'm going to take Russell Westbrook double at plus 280.
Is that official or no?
No, because every time I make it official, he doesn't hit. So
okay. Just so everybody knows, not official, but he's betting it.
Yes.
Okay.
And here I'll take that with Lamar's yards.
You're gonna hit with Lamar's yards just so you can. Okay, I get it. That's a good one. Yep. I like that. Just start tying everything in with Lamar's rushing yards. Are you alting that down?
Yeah, I'm taking the 40.
Oh, just straight up 40. Okay.
Yep.
All right, let me see the best PRA I can get you guys. The best PRA I can get you guys is 25.5 minus 25 at DraftKings and FanDuel. So if you want to go PRA for Westbrook, they just moved that too. They just moved that to minus 130. Interesting. All right, let me see if FanDuel has it back there.
It's hit, and not only has it hit, it's there. No, it's not an unofficial official. It's just saying, hey, this is what I took personally. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so it's 26.5 minus 22 now at FanDuel. So it just moved a little bit. You're good.
Yeah. And I'm sitting here waiting because I have to wait. Unless I want to put some more money in it. Come on.
All right, and then a double-double.
Yeah.
I'll sprinkle on a double-double with you.
Yeah. he's got a chance to get that in both things. I mean, he's a borderline guy that should be making the All-Star team right now.
What'd you get the double at?
Plus 270.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Let's go. Russell Westbrook double, not official play. Also not an official play, his rebounds, but you can find his 5.5 rebounds at minus 15 at DraftKings. Would you take that as an official play?
Yeah.
All right, I'll throw that down then. So Russell Westbrook over 5.5 rebounds at DraftKings is minus 15, minus 115. So I'll put that in there too. That's a nice price because you were saying the juice was just bad. Well, we found some better juice. So I'm excited about that.
That's what I didn't like. Yeah.
Okay. Russ over 5.5 rebounds, minus 115 DK. Cool. All the bets are in. All the bets are in. All right, Thunder, that game is over. Hartenstein hooked us. Of course, that SOB has done it for a second straight week. We got hooked by him. 118-102, Thunder down the Sixers. Were there any other official plays there? Was Wiggins an official play or no?
Well, Wiggins was the official play. Yeah, Wiggins did not cash.
All right, so we dropped a couple in that game. That's fine. Let's see how else we're doing here. 113-106, Cavs over the Pacers. Now, you had an unofficial play just for yourself with Mobley double-double. You hit that. Who else did we have?
We're watching Nembhard. 10 points. He's missed his last 2 threes.
Okay. Nembhard's got 10. He's still in striking range to win that one. Durant needs one more assist in the final 14 minutes of the game to get us a win here. He's got 4.
Yep.
We need 5. Iguodaro is not doing anything for us. He's got 2. We also need 5 there, correct? Dunn did not get a rebounds. The rebounds home.
We need 4. Yeah.
That's disappointing. All right, halftime in Chicago where the Bulls lead the Pelicans 59-53. We're on a lot here. Giddey, PRA over 27.5, 28.5, depending on what you bought it at. He's got 20 at halftime. So that is looking pretty good. Anybody else in this one?
We have Smith at 7. And we have nobody on the Pelicans.
What do we need from Smith? 10?
8.
Oh, we need 2 more points out of Smith in the second half. So that's looking really good too.
I need 1 more point. Yep.
Okay. And outside of that, because we don't have anything in Sacramento, Milwaukee.
We do. We have Devin Carter.
Huh?
Devin Carter, he's missed his first 3 shots.
Oh, we got Devin Carter?
Yeah, 3.5 points.
3.5 points. He's on the bench. He's got nothing. It's halftime. Hopefully he can get that for us. And then Portland and Brooklyn, anything here?
Portland and Brooklyn. That's late. Yeah, I was waiting to check for things. We haven't gone into that yet.
Just for lineups?
Let's clear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Avdia is going to probably be out tonight. D'Lo will make his return. So probably going to look at his assist. And probably look at Keon Johnson's rebounds, probably, if it's still a nice low number.
Mel, I thought we're sweating the under in the Avs game. We don't want any goals.
No, we don't want any goals in the Avs game.
No, we don't want any. What are you celebrating, man? We don't want any goals. Come on, dude. Don't tell me that.
Well, Mel's going to be excited there because he still wants it.
He wants the Avs to win. Yeah. Yes. How about a 1-0 win for the Avs? Make the rest of the game boring. For those of you on the Red Wings, they trail the Sharks 5-3 with about 5.5 to play. So it's rough.
Yeah, it's not that big.
What up, Ramon? Look who's here. Ramon, do you want a well, hold on a second. I was just looking at the TV. You want a link, Ramon? If you want to stop by, it's fine with me. If you don't, no biggie.
Nembhard started this game 4 of 6. He's now 4 of 12. Can he make a shot? That's the question.
Yeah. Terry needs a couple more Miles rebounds.
Oh, for Miles Turner? Yeah.
Yeah.
Turner's got 5. Siakam's got 7. And they're not dead here if you took their pre-flops. I think Siakam's 7.5, and I think Turner was 7.5 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. They're both plus money. It's not a bad bet.
Okay.
I personally rooting for Siakam.
If you see, this is why we didn't bet it. Alabama trailing Ole Miss 74-64, 18 seconds left. So highly unlikely Alabama wins this thing. We'll see, what happens. They definitely didn't cover. I don't know if anybody got in this game live, but that
trying to get that 7.5, but it was 4.5 every time.
Yeah.
Every time I go to bet it.
Great win for Ole Miss here. It's not over yet, but it's close. Marquette, 7th ranked team in the nation, pulling away in overtime. They are up 82-74, so they've outscored DePaul 15-7. Took a while for Marquette, but I mean, you're not even old enough. DePaul used to be a great program long time ago. Like, that was, the Bulls were so bad and DePaul was good. DePaul was the biggest basketball team in Chicago. Seriously.
Yeah, you had Meyer as the coach.
Yeah, that's right. Ron Meyer. Kentucky 69, A&M 60. 3 minutes to play in Lexington. A&M is 11th ranked, and Kentucky is number 8 in the nation. Georgetown, St. John's. There's another. You know what, man? It's interesting. So this was a great rivalry for a long time, and then St. John's just sucked forever. But the Johnnies are off to a 14-3 start. Georgetown with Cooley, a 12-4 start. The Johnnies lead the Hoyas 52-50 with 4:45 to play in regulation. That's cool, man. Yeah, good for the Johnnies being back. That was they really took New York by storm too. A long time ago. I'm just trying to. Did they beat anybody yet? Let's see here. They beat Nova. They beat Xavier. They beat Butler. They lost to Creighton. They beat Providence. They've beaten some teams, man. Kansas State. They beat Georgia. At Virginia, they lost to Georgia. They lost in double overtime to Baylor. Wow, this Red Storm team might actually be good this year. That's kind of cool. Let's go. Gets to get the Johnnies back in the tournament. It seems like decades at this point. 5th ranked Florida trailing Missouri 18-14 early in that game. And we have Florida, correct?
Correct.
And what was this? What did we get him at? 10? Minus 10? It's so early in that game. Not worried about it. Duke, 23.5 point favorites. That's where it closed. They're up on Miami 15-8, 6 minutes into that game. Wisconsin 19-9 over Ohio State halfway through the first half. Oklahoma State getting beaten by BYU for 8 minutes, 17-7. BYU in the lead. And that's all I got in college basketball right now.
I took Duke minus 13.5 for the first half.
Yeah, Clunan, you're right. There was nothing better. Mid 80s to late 80s. Big East. Syracuse, St. John's. Nova got in there one year. There were a lot of good teams in the Big East in the 1980s. There were a lot of great players. Ewing, Mullins, Mark Jackson, Mourning, Pearl Washington for Syracuse, Ronnie Cycli. A lot of good players back in the 80s in the Big East. Even the early 90s with Iverson and Alonzo Mourning. Think about that. Woo.
Oh, there you go. There's a Turner rebound for you. It's got 6.
Hey, man, I just want to let you know. There's 11 minutes. There's 2 minutes, actually 2 minutes into the third quarter. And our boy, Zach LaVine, has risen. He's got 8 points now. What if he's got like 17? Would 17 put us in striking range? If he's got 17 at the end of the third?
It's got the end of the third. 17 is definitely in striking range. If he's there,
right,
if he's at 15, it's technically in striking range.
Pick it up, LaVine. Let's go. We need a little LaVine action here.
Cavs are up 10. They're kind of playing around, just running up and down with the Pacers.
Yeah,
and their second favorite play, Mobley to Allen, alley-oop dunk. All right, Nemhard, figure out where the ball goes. Shoot it at the rim.
Oh, so I was telling guys this yesterday. If you're on YouTube TV and you're way behind, you can make it a little bit quicker. And I don't know why they do this. I don't know why they just don't have it on decreased delay, but just push down on your remote. You'll see 3 dots on the left. Click that, and you'll see the first one's primary. It's like a Utah Jazz, a music emoji. Auto pause. Go to broadcast delay, and then click decreased, and you'll get a lot faster feed. I still would not live bet just looking at a YouTube TV. I don't think that's a great idea, but it's an option. At least you'll have it quicker. And the Nuggets Mavericks is a TNT game tonight. I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
You know what I have not watched in ages? Hard Knocks. I'm not a big Hard Knocks guy, but I must say I've been watching the AFC North Hard Knocks. It's kind of cool. I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
Not a Hard Knocks guy, but there's some compelling storylines in there. And of course, you got Lamar and Derrick Henry, Mike Tomlin on the other side, and that corny ass Russell Wilson. Boy, Missouri is up 13 over Florida early.
Come on, let's go.
Get your shit together. I can't lose to Missouri. Come on, guys. Ridiculous. What up, Gnarly? Good to see you, Triplet. Gnarly, all the boys in the chat right now. Smash that like button. It doesn't take you much. We're basically all subscribers here tonight, or people that aren't subscribed that still hang around and watch our shows. So just show us a little bit of love. And if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, do it. Because I got to put something in the Discord here. I was just looking at some analytics today, and we're doing well. But some of these analytics, and Y2J and Yeg only recently subscribed to our YouTube channel, and that's very hurtful. I am not really happy about that. Yeah. Matter of fact, very frustrated. Get it together, boys. I'm over it.
Still time. Yeah.
Still time.
Yeah, the drop in the bucket. Not as big as there, but yeah, you definitely needed to get the numbers up. Yeah.
Yeah. Subscribe, hit the like button. The Avs game is local, channel 20. Yeah, I'm waiting for this Nuggets game, buddy. That's what I got. I got Missouri, Florida, and then once the Nuggets get going, right over to the Nuggets. Unless they black it out. I don't think they'll black it out.
It's gonna be a sweat.
The Nuggets game?
No. Higuodoro.
Oh, geez. I'm missing out. How do you even get channel 20? Local broadcast TV. What the hell I don't even know what channel 20 is, man. I have an antenna, but I haven't even used it because now I watch half the football games on my phone because the feed's so fast. So I'm not that familiar with it. Coming up the end of hour number 2 of this wonderful program, we will hang out and continue to sweat some of the bets that were on in the later games. Giddy has picked up an assist, so we are sitting at 21 PRA.
Yep.
Off to a hot start, and he's doing well for us. I can live with 21 at this point. We've got Durant, 1 assist away from cashing the assists for us. Dunn is just dead. He just decided not to rebound tonight. What am I going to do? There's nothing I could say about that. Dude, Okongwu's got 16 and 17 this evening. That's it. Okongwu, man.
Konga's got a big night. The Pacers have waved the white flag. This game is officially done. We're going to get killed.
What do we lose? 2 bets from this game?
No. 1.
Just 1. All right. What are you saying we're going to get killed? What are you talking about?
I wanted them hurt to win.
So what are you going to do? It's 1 game. I'm looking forward to the Nuggets game. We're all in on Russell Westbrook tonight. If Russ takes care of us, it's a big night. It's a plus night for us, no matter what happens before.
Well, there's other stuff I want to get on. I actually need some of this to clear to open up bank account.
So tell us what else you want to get on. That'll be official plays.
I want to get on Lively over 9.5 points. And then I'm going to get on something that you're not going to like.
All right. So Derek Lively, let me look it up from the Mavericks. Lively points, and I'm going to go get you the best number, and then I'll put it in the chat. Lively. Derek Lively. 8.5 has so much juice to it. All right. 9.5 minus 10 at FanDuel. Derek Lively. All right. Don't tell me the other bet yet. We still got a few minutes till that game starts. Where's points? Lively. So 10 points for Lively. I hate when FanDuel, they give you like 10 points and they'll make it minus 120, and then they'll give you over 9.5 points and they'll make it minus 10.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. Like, come on, guys. It's just stupid. Doesn't make sense to me. All right. Let me put that in the chat. The bet is in. The official play is minus 112. So minus 12. Derek Lively, over 9.5 points. Minus 12 at FanDuel. All right. What am I not going to like?
We're going to take Peyton Watson over 3.5 rebounds.
Why don't I like that? I like Peyton Watson.
I do, but it's an interesting bet.
You don't like it. I like it.
I like the bet. I like the bet because I think he's going to have good opportunity to be able to cash this bet today.
All right. Best number there is at FanDuel. Peyton Watson over 3.5 rebounds, minus 108 at FanDuel.
Yeah.
See if I can find that number. Yeah, guys, if you have the option between like at 9.5, if there's a bet that's 9.5 and FanDuel gives the option to bet 10 plus, don't bet that. Go down to the actual points. Because you almost always get better juice. It pisses me off, actually. It's a bad business practice.
Yeah, it's terrible that they're different numbers. It's just makes absolutely no sense.
This is why we need regulation, man. We need regulation, and we don't have enough of it. And I'm not for a lot of regulation, trust me. But in our industry, we need regulation because the books are just running wild. It's the Wild West. They can do whatever the hell they want, and that's bullshit. I should have talked to Fox about that, Ben Fox about that earlier tonight. It's frustrating. Yeah. Peyton.
And then the last thing we're going to take is Jokic over 1.5 threes.
You always bet that.
He's the number one free throw shooter in the league.
3-point shooter?
Yes, he's the highest percentage free throw shooter in the league.
All right, so we're going to go Jokic over 1.5 threes.
Yep, minus 130.
All right, let me see if I can get the better number there.
Hit in 4 of the last 5 games. It just hit in the game they just played. I like this.
Okay, Jokic over 1.5 threes is minus 104 at FanDuel. Where'd you bet it at?
Minus 130, I said.
It's minus 104 on unabated, so they must not have updated it.
Okay.
So made threes. No, it's minus 104. So I got Jokic over 1.5 threes at minus 104.
Okay.
So did you take the 2? Did you take 2 plus? Like we were just talking about?
No, I took the 1.5.
That's crazy that yours is that much farther off.
Oh, I should have probably. You're right. Exactly what we were talking about. I should have just.
You just did what I told you not to do.
I wasn't paying attention. Yep.
Fox, I literally just went in.
Yep. 100%. Yep.
I literally just said, don't do it. It's a bad business practice, and we need more oversight in this business. And then you did it. I don't know what to tell you, pal. You do that all the time in baseball. Milo, that's just bullshit.
Yeah. The Great Barrier Thief finally got his 3rd steal. There we go.
They do it because if you're limited, you can bet it twice. I mean, again, it's bullshit. 1-1. Mel, there's too many goals going on here, man.
Oh.
Too many goals in this Avs game, buddy. We don't want any more of these goals. It's bullshit. Red Wings, 6-3. They took it on the chin tonight.
Osaka got beat in straight sets.
Yeah, what's going on there? Yeah, Ramon, I know DraftKings launched the subscription service, $20 for improved odds. it's total bullshit.
But it's only improved odds on like parlay bets. Like,
yeah.
Why do I want to give you that?
I don't know why people would sign up for that.
Yeah, I really don't. I just trying to figure out why would you give that for parlay bets?
I mean, that's where they're making all their money. They're making all their money on parlays. All of it. Like you go look at the handle and all these places are just cleaning up.
It's what they advertise. They like, hey, look, this guy won a 10 plays and they all hit and modified parlay. And yeah, this is what we all need to do. And yeah, come on, Dara, you played 17 minutes. Oh.
I mean, by the way, New York had their first $600 million weekly handle. Do you know how much money that is? Yep. Just for, oh my God, that's nuts. And on that, so like FanDuel took $240 million worth of bets, right? And so they generated $12.7 million in revenue. So they made 13, and this is small potatoes. Like once the casino games are legal everywhere, that is going to blow this out of the water. Like casinos, huge. And that's dangerous. That is really dangerous because you're letting these, and those are, you cannot tell me that those aren't rigged, like completely rigged.
Yeah.
People are just sitting at home playing slots. Before you know it, they'll dump $200 into it. I guess you could say the same thing about betting, but the casino thing, I kind of got an issue with. It is a little hypocritical, though. What are you wanting? Jokic is down to -102 at FanDuel if you didn't bet it.
All right, Foxy. Every time it puts in, it's not going through. So
it's not taking it?
No.
Are you doing the -102?
Trying. It's also started the game early, so I'm not really happy with that either.
Well, if he doesn't hit one, you're going to get plus money. Where's Durant? I don't even see him listed. Why isn't Durant listed in the box score? Oh, there he is. He needs one more assist. He's been sitting on 4 now for like 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes, yes.
Oh, this is frustrating with Durant. Let's get him home.
Yep.
New Orleans and the Bulls. Levine's got 13 with 4 minutes left in the third. I mean,
if he can get to 15, he's got a shot.
What if he can get us to like 17, 18? Wow.
The question is, what's the score of the game, too? That's
77-76. 3.5 left in the third. Giddy's up to 25 PRA, so we're going to hit that.
We should.
You're right. We should hit that. The Levine thing's kind of nice. He's giving us some hope. Just can't lay down on the bet.
It is nice. He's giving us hope. That I do like. So there's a little bit better. Lively already scored 2, so that was good.
So the Cavs end up beating the Pacers by 10, 127-117 in Indianapolis. Another win for the Cavs. They are 34-5. Hey, I know we were on. I don't remember though. Did the Cavs beat OKC that night? Last week?
Yes.
They did, didn't they? Just underway in Dallas, 2-2. Jokic with 2 rebounds already. Porter's got a bucket. Kyrie's got a couple rebounds. PJ Washington's got a couple rebounds. And Lively, what are we on with Lively?
10 points.
He's got 2. So that's good news. I'm about to take my hourly break here, buddy. And then I want to come down and talk about what Ramon's talking about.
I will say, you realize most of the games tomorrow are on late. Just making sure you realize that.
Most of the games?
So if you look at the games, we get 1-7, 1-7:30, 4 8 o'clocks. Then there's 2 9 o'clocks, 2 9 or 9:30.
Let's go on at 8.
10:30.
Then let's go on at 8 tomorrow. I'm fine with it. I don't give a shit. Yeah, if we're just going to sit there with our dick in our hands and we got the Knicks and Sixers and the Celtics and the Toronto, that's nothing great. So fine. We'll go on at 8 tomorrow night, just so you know. If it's 2.5 hours instead of 3, then it's 2.5 hours instead of 3. But yeah, we can do that. What are the good games at 8? I mean, Orlando at Milwaukee's a decent game.
It's a great game.
Yeah. And then we'll have Houston at Denver. There's another good game. Denver on the back-to-back, though. Golden State, Minnesota. It's fine. Miami at the Lakers. Yeah, we'll go on at 8 o'clock Eastern. So 6 o'clock Mountain Time. Good. That'll give me a couple extra minutes to get some other stuff done. I'm happy about that. All right, Foxy, I'll be back, and then I want to talk about what Ramon put in there, okay?
Sorry, I muted. I was being talked to at the same time he was talking. Oh, come on, Matthews. Take another shot. It's 5 of 8. Let's go. I knew that was this side. I can't believe we can't get this across. We have to be able to get this across. Booker's taking 19 shots. Durant's taking 20 shots. Young has taken 28 shots. Holy cow. Congo's having a nice night tonight. He's got 20 points, 19 rebounds, 8 of 13. Why? Because they don't have any size. So Iguodala's got to play more instead of Plumlee, because Plumlee got abused last week. So Beal might be breaking his strength of every other game. No, it looks like he's still under every other game. He's well under 15.5. I do have a theory since Russell Westbrook's kind of emergence. If you haven't noticed, Michael Porter has not been getting as many points. He has not been getting his 17, 18. He's getting nice points, 14, 15, but he just really hasn't got to that 17, 18 mark at all. Denver started off this game 11-6. Lively's on the bench. This is the only issue with Lively. He tends to hit people in the arm. And Denver, in the second half of the game they won, they went right after him. So, but Lively is getting a quick rest after 4 points, so that's very nice. He's been getting double-digit points lately, so we do like that. That's going on. Carter's 0 for 5. Come on. All you got to do is he's taken 4 threes. They're down 20 points. Just make one shot that's actually a makeable shot. Come on, kid. That's why I like the third 3.5. That was my favorite with that. Smith hasn't taken another shot. Levine's got 13. Still in there, though. Kind of surprised with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Vucevic got his 20 points. We really should have took that 18.5 that we waffled over, whether 17.5, 18.5. We've got 25 from Giddy. So hopefully we'll get this early into this fourth quarter. Kobe White's not having much of a night. Not surprising. It's a pretty good game, though. I am still waiting my Yves Missy. He may be breaking his streak tonight of a block every game. So we shall see. Kind of that goes. The Hawks have kind of poured it on here. Garrison Matthews, yay, we cashed that. That's good. So we cashed Garrison Matthews. Finally, get a live play. We'll take it. He's got 19, so that comes through. We need the Suns to actually make a pass and actually make a shot off the pass. That's been the issue. Oh, I don't know what the Suns are going to do. I don't know if they're going to blow this up. Westbrook's ain't started yet. What do you mean Westbrook ain't started yet? He played. I've been watching him pass the ball to different guys, and they haven't made the basket. He hasn't done anything. But he had similar numbers the first game versus this. So, yeah, I mean, he's got 0-0-0. It's still plenty of time. Jokic has got 0-4-4. He hasn't attempted a shot yet. I mean, the Mavs only got 6 points. I'm on Denver this game, if people were wondering. Levine gets another 2. Levine's got 15 now before the break. You almost feel like he's trying to get that 30. He's got 15. It is interesting that they really haven't gone to the bench at all. They've killed these guys' minutes, but they've played a really, really deep bench tonight. So Lonzo Ball's got 11. Don Terry's got some minutes. Horton Tucker's got some minutes. Phillips got some minutes. Bucelis has got some minutes. And Smith's got some minutes. And they're leaving Vucevic and Levine with 28 and 27 minutes already played. And it's early. He'll have stats. He's not going over.
Like he has no stats yet. Yeah, don't sweat. All right. Ramon. FanDuel reported players won on parlays in the NFL resulted in $438 million in negative impact on gross gaming revenue. Flutter caution investors. Okay, so what you're saying here, Ramon, is that FanDuel lost money on parlays? Because that's impossible. There's no way. I refuse to believe it even without stats in front of me because I must be reading it wrong, Ramon. So if you're listening, tell me, please. Let me know. Because that really doesn't make sense to me at that point. Okay, so tomorrow night we'll be on at 8 o'clock Eastern, just so everybody knows. In hockey right now, first intermission, Rangers Avs 1-1. We have tailed Mel on the under 6.5 in that game. That's the first one. Next, I know Westbrook has nothing. He's going to be fine. Let's not worry about him. Jokic, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
He's got no points either. Run.
He's got no points, so it's pretty much over for him. The Nuggets are 8.5-point favorites now.
Well, they're up by what? 16
12.
6? Yeah,
12, 18-6. So you got that going on. New Orleans and the Bulls. Levine's got 15 at the end of the third.
Yep.
So what's he need? 13 in the fourth quarter? Not impossible.
Not impossible, but highly unlikely. What we would need, but the one thing with this game, it's a tie game.
Yeah.
So a little overtime. And definitely
overtime.
Wheels there.
Giddey, we need either 27 or 28 PRA, points, rebounds, assists. Right now he's at 25 after 3 quarters. That's good. Durant. Did you see what happened with Durant?
No.
Put it on the board.
Oh, did we get it?
5 assists.
Yes.
5 assists.
There we go. We'll take that. We will take that. Yeah. They
got every one of them.
They completely fell apart at the end there, but yeah, we'll definitely take that.
Yeah, Durant got us home. That's good. Nice.
Plumlee got abused, and I don't know why they didn't go to.
All right, listen. Let's go grade the live plays right now. This is the one thing about us. We're transparent, but it seems like all the people watching tonight know about us, so that's fine. By the way, figures that indicate players won higher than expected rate with NFL parlays at FanDuel. That's fascinating, man. They just won less than they expected. Okay. And Milo, thank you for telling us that 2 minutes ago. I wish I would have seen it. Okay. Let's go through this. First play of the day. Levine, 27. Hartenstein, double-double. We got hooked. Screw him. Levine, we need 28 points. We need a big fourth. Where were we on Aaron Wiggins?
He got 6. He didn't get the minutes that I thought he was going to get because the Sixers
No
came
for
back.
Wiggins. KD, cash it.
Yep.
Nemhart?
Half unit play did not win.
All right, just half unit. Agudoro. Oso, what did he do?
Also got 4 points. Didn't also get the minutes. That's why I was wondering to see where the minutes were, how him was
that out.
And they get used by big men. So that's a very interesting view going forward.
And then Dunn's not hitting, right?
Dunn did not hit. So
all right, we're in the mix for Giddy. Giddy's actually looking great. 27.5 PRA. Jalen Smith.
Waiting to why he hasn't got in the game in the third quarter, but yeah, that's kind of the one worry that I have.
We're close, right? Aren't we close on Smith?
Yeah, we need one basket.
Yeah, he's with the Bulls.
We need to make one basket. Yeah,
and we got the whole fourth quarter, so that one's set up to be pretty good.
We probably got about 3-4 minutes.
Okay.
He'll play the opening of the fourth, and that'll be it.
Florida -10 is not looking great right now, but again, they've
cut it to 10.
Huh?
They were down 16. They cut it to 10 last time.
All right. Well, I'm not laying down on that. There's a lot of time left in that game. Devin Carter.
Play. Duke's up by 27.
Where are we on Devin Carter?
Devin Carter's 0 for 5 from 3.
Okay. Garrison Matthews.
He cashed.
Beautiful. Then we got 3 Westbrooks, a Lively, a Watson, and a Joker. So basically, this Nuggets game is going to make or break the night. Simple as that.
Correct. Until we get to the Portland game, yes.
Until we get to the Portland game. And what did we put down for Portland? Anything?
We haven't put down anything yet. I was going to look at it right now.
Okay. Watson has this a rebound. We're on over 3.5 for him. That's good that he hit one this quick, that he got a rebound this quickly. I like that. Lively's already got 4. We need 10. Again, we're early in that game. 3 minutes left in the first period. Westbrook over 26.5 PRA. He's got 3. And the rest of my bets are all Lamar Jackson and Jahmyr Gibbs. That's the rest of my bets at FanDuel.
That works.
I wonder if I did the Matthews. Durant cashed. Durant with 6. Matthews cashed. Wiggins didn't. Hartenstein didn't. And Aaron Wiggins. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That's on FanDuel.
Yeah, I want to check something real quick here.
Let's get Westbrook going. All right, let's go, Russ. Russell Westbrook. We just need some Russell Westbrook, man. Jalen Smith has 7. We got 11 minutes left in the fourth. We can get there. He's got 9. All right. He just scored. Foxy, we're 1 point away from cashing Jalen Smith.
He's got 9. He cashed. It was 8.5.
No, because you know what it was? You put 0.5 in the thing, and I was like, he must have said 10.5. So I bet the 10 plus.
So for you, yes. You must have got a really good number.
I'm blaming it on you if it doesn't cash. If it does cash, I'm going to give you all the credit in the world. If it doesn't cash, it's you putting. Hold on, is he going to play more in the fourth? By the way, is he?
He's going to probably play about 2 more minutes. That's what he's got.
2 more minutes.
6 or 7 minute mark is probably he's pulling.
I'm going to be so pissed if I lose that bet.
Yeah, Giddy got another assist, so that's
26 PRA.
Yeah,
I'm going to be so pissed if that doesn't go. Dunn's got 2 rebounds now. Way to go! It's the game. Game over. Doesn't matter. Game over. Oh God, this Jalen Smith thing's gonna fucking put me on tilt.
He just missed a 3.
Should I cash out? No.
No, it's 2 points. Unless
1
they're
point.
giving you like, what do they give you? Are they giving you
minus? It was basically even. It was like $14.90 on a $15 bet on DK, and then I put the rest on FanDuel. After you told me the 8.5, we did the 9. So I put the other.
So they were giving you 15. So they were just giving your money back.
Now they're basically giving me my money back. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Just run it.
Just run with it. Okay.
Just run with it. He, like I said, he just took a 3. Just missed a 3. Shouldn't get pulled right away here. I'm going to take Keon Johnson over 3.5 rebounds.
Okay. Keon Johnson, Brooklyn Nets. Let me go get his number for us.
Plus 125.
All right. What is it again? Keon Johnson.
Over 3.5 rebounds.
All right, I'm going to try and find the best price here real quick.
D'Lo's not starting. They're going to let Ben Simmons continue to start.
Ugh. All right.
Simmons had a really good game versus Utah.
Best number on Keon Johnson, 3.5 plus 126 at FanDuel.
Yeah, I got 125 at FanDuel.
Okay. Let me make sure that's kosher.
I mean, it might take like 8 seconds for him to run down all the hockey bets he tailed.
It's 2. One I thought was Mel's and it was Vipers and it didn't hit. And then the other one was Mel's. Yeah. Hold on. I'm still checking on prices here for this Keon Johnson. And then I'll put it in the chat. How long do we have till the game starts? 15 minutes?
It should be, but the last game started early. So
yeah, what the hell was that about?
Started 3 minutes early. I was like, well, I don't know.
We need to go home. We're done. Full unit on Keon?
Yeah. I like Keon. Keon's my buddy.
Plus 126 on FanDuel. I'll throw it in the chat right now. Keon Johnson over 3.5 rebounds plus 126 at FanDuel. Boom. Bet is in. Anything else from that game? All the hockey bets. All right, here's the hockey bets, buddy. I took the Wings money line. Viper was on that. Didn't cash. All right, big deal. I thought it was Mel's bet anyways. And then your play. How do you feel about the Rangers under 6.5? Don playback sheep. Well, that's what Mel gave out pre-flop. And right now it's 1-1 after the first intermission. So that's probably sitting at 6.5. I tailed Mel. Mel gave the play out. So, Mel, you're feeling fine about 6.5 still, right? I would think so.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to split that.
I'm going to take Cammy, the original Cammy, Cameron Johnson over 23.5 PRA.
All right. Cam Johnson, 23.5 PRA. Let me go find the best number for everybody. Although Foxy might already have it, but I'm still going to check it out, see if we can shop around. Cam Johnson, 23.5 minus 111 at FanDuel.
Yep.
I see some 23.5 minus 111 at FanDuel. That's going to be the best one. Cam Johnson, 23.5 PRA. Minus 108 now at FanDuel.
Yeah, we're just going to sit. That's what we're going to look at.
Okay, throw that in the chat as well. And that's what we got. Hey, smash the like button, guys. Come on, let's be team players. We're all on the same team here. We're all trying to beat the books together. Just hit the like button. It takes you 1/10 of a second.
We need the Bulls to make a shot. They got timeout here.
Do you ever bet unders?
I do. I actually want to bet Porter under, but I'm scared to.
Why?
Because I feel with the emergence, and I was saying this when you were near, with the emergence of basically Russell Westbrook, you have Murray scoring, you have Jokic scoring, you have Porter scoring, and now you have Westbrook scoring. They're not a 120, 130 point scoring team. There's only so many points you can get. And the fact that you're getting 18.5, 19.5 on Porter, I don't think it's realistic. And if you've been watching, he hasn't been hitting it. And I think it's the issue is because you have scoring. You also have Julian Strawther. If you haven't been watching, he's been playing a lot better basketball as well. He's starting to get a beat at 10-point score. Then you had Peyton Watson, who they've been waiting for, is starting to be 7, 8, 9-point scorer. There's only so many points that you can get. So,
hey, can I just tell you about an injury real quick, and we'll see if we can adjust to it?
Yep.
So Lively, we need him to get 9.5 points. It's not great news. I don't know if you really do want to hear it. But ankle injury in the locker room.
Oh, that's why he played 3 minutes. Okay. I don't have any sound on this, so I was just
that's
like,
fine.
no Gafford's in it. Gafford's having a hell of a game. He's got 6 points already.
Jokic just checked out with 2 fouls. Played 10 minutes, though. He was going to sit anyways. So that's fine. He's got 6
but two fouls is very odd for him, especially in the first quarter. And it was a thing where last game, Lively was having a great game, and then he put Lively in foul trouble. And then basically he abused kind of Gafford. I'm trying to see what Gafford's numbers are right then. Plus 10 hits for Jalen Smith, he scored.
Shaq went in on Jamal Murray tonight, and he's right. Like, what the hell is Jamal Murray doing, man?
You didn't hear me. Jalen Smith got 11 points.
Jalen Smith got, so we hit it.
You hit it, yes.
All right.
The rest of us hit it a while ago, but you hit
it. Oh, yeah.
I
forgot. Thanks, Milo. Milo's one of my guys. Big Milo fan. Great call, Fox. You know, even at 9.5 points, great call. Good job. I'm proud.
Yep. Good. So what'd you get? What'd they pay you? Plus 130? What'd they give you? They had to give you plus money for that.
Yeah. 125.
Yeah. 125. Okay. Nice. Yeah.
And the other one, I went back and hit the 8.5. So
yeah.
But this was the one. So Giddey cashed. We got to put a couple on the board here because the first few plays struggled, and now we got some plays home. So Giddey, put it on the board.
I'm going to take
Smith. Put it on the board.
I'm going to take Gafford at over 11.5 points.
Is this a live bet?
Yep.
All right, Gafford over how many points?
11.5. He has 6.
And what's the juice?
14.
Okay.
I have Giddey at 27. I don't have Giddey cashing yet. You're 26.5 cashed.
Hold on. So give me I just got distracted. Give me the points and the number again for Gafford.
11.5 for Gafford. He has 6.
Okay. And it's minus 12. Okay, FanDuel.
It's now plus 102.
And we'll put it in at plus 102.
I'm fine with that.
Gafford over 11.5. FanDuel.
Yep. All right. Pelicans have been running away. Smith goes again. There's 13 for Smith. The only problem would be nicer if he actually let this go to Levine. Levine's got 17. They're now down 9. Cody White's up to 15. Giddey's got 7, 10, and 10. This could be the ultimate slap in the face.
Why did everything get locked? Everything got locked.
Bulls called timeout. That was the only thing that happened. I mean, so big shot there by Jose Alvarado.
I got 2 things. Why is the Mavericks game locked now?
Probably because they do that when there's an injury.
Okay, there you go.
So if they're waiting,
I have not gotten that bet in. I'll see if DK has it because they did not lock their stuff up. DK did lock, except for their 10 plus and 20 plus bullshit that they're giving you.
So Lively.
Is he Dunsky? By the way, 12 plus on DK is minus 225 for Gafford. Did he just score or something?
He now has. No, he's got 6 points still.
Why the hell is that the number then on?
Because Derek Lively's probably out for the game.
All right, so you beat that one. What do you think I should bet that up to?
I wouldn't go past maybe 13.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of.
Yeah, everything's locked on the Dallas side. That sucks. I'm not going to get in on it. I hope everybody got in on it. It's a great call by Foxy here. It's just that they locked everything, and then DK opened it back up at, an unbettable price, even at 12 points.
I forget Derek is out for the rest of the game with the right ankle sprain per the team. Yep. That's why. So, Yep, we'll take that.
There's nothing you can do about dropping a bet because of an injury. Just shit happens.
Yeah, Westbrook should have an assist. They didn't give him an assist on that shit 3. So
yeah, they have. I'm still just searching for more Gafford, and I'm not seeing anything on Gafford.
Yeah, they're not going to do anything.
We'll hang out here for a little while longer. Do we have any games that are coming down to the wire or anything? Yeah, the Chicago game and the Sacramento. We don't have anything on Sacramento, Milwaukee. We can hang on for the rest of the Chicago, New Orleans game.
We got 1-1, and we've got the Hurricanes are only down 34 points at 24 points at halftime. So if you took 13.5, yeah, that cashes easily.
Did you take 13.5?
Yeah, I said that. It wasn't a show play. It was not a show play.
A personal play. Okay.
It was just, I said, hey, I took the 13.5 because that's
okay.
I don't trust this Hurricane team at all. Kansas State, Texas Tech is at 33-31. Florida's down 16. That's just terrible. They had it down to 10. I was like, maybe we can get this down to 7 or 8 by halftime, and maybe get back, and we'll have a run.
Nobody is open in Gafford, by the way.
Yeah,
maybe later. But...
yeah, you're gonna have to wait to see part of this game.
Yeah,
the Bulls.
And
can't figure out how to score here right now. So Alvarado has come back and hit 2 straight threes. Levine's missing shots. That's not what we need. And I'm still waiting for 1 point from Giddey in some way, fashion, or form.
Which would be points, rebounds, or assists.
Yeah. Yeah. The Vegas play, I was trying to see how that was doing. I don't know. Where are they playing?
Would y'all take LSU plus 3.5?
No, they're down 4-2.
LSU plus 3.5, Air Force plus 19.5. By the way, I've been to a couple Air Force basketball games. They're fun. Keep getting my kids on the big screen there. They love it.
LSU plus 3.5. I had LSU as a small favorite in this game. I mean, I know the line it went from -1 to +1, -1 to +1. But I had LSU probably about a 2 or 3 point favorite in this game. So at plus 3.5, I would take LSU. Is that what they're giving you? There's no way they're giving you. Are they giving you that? Is anybody in foul trouble? No. No one's in foul trouble. Everyone looks like they're playing. Yeah, I'll take the 3.5.
You're going to bet it with them?
Yeah, I'll bet it with them. I like that.
All right, unofficial play.
I'm not getting 3.5. I'm getting 2.5.
LSU plus 2.5. It's -150 on Bet365. Don't bet a -150. Just don't do it. Don.
Yeah.
Don't bet those.
There we go.
You might hit one, but if you hit one and lose one, I mean, you're out. Yeah, you basically have to hit at a 150 just to make a profit. You got to hit 2, and you're barely squeaking out much of a profit. Don't bet a -150, dude. Please.
Yeah, don't. No, that was a walk.
That's how you lose long term.
Yeah. So we hit Giddey. So finally, officially,
on the board.
7.5. So yeah.
All right. Well, we cleaned it. We got everything back in the second session of games. Good.
Yeah,
Good
we
job,
get Marist Matthews, hit Jalen Smith. You got that back. We get KD. Now we just need to get. They're down 22. We need the Kings to wise up, put Carter back in this game, and let him fire away.
These pussies will not open up.
They're
just taking Gafford down everywhere. It's over.
Yeah, they know they're going to get killed on it.
Yeah, we're never going to see him again tonight. Fuck, I wish Hey, listen, I did it for you guys, though. I had to get the play out there.
You may see him at halftime.
I probably will be sleeping by halftime. Like right after this, I'm done. I'm going to bed.
If I'm asleep before 12:40, that's or I went to bed early.
Yeah. I usually do stay up. I'm just done. I'm spent right now. I got nothing. Nothing left. All right, so we cashed that. Let's talk about this real quick for Don Play, okay? This is why, Don. So, first of all, Nuke the House, we bet a little differently. You're not a subscriber, are you? Or are you a subscriber? I don't think he's a subscriber. If you're not, go check us out for a week. nukethehouse.com/pricing, and then use the code Nuke the Playoffs, one word. If you are, then you should really know this. So people bet minus 120s, minus 150s, minus 200s. You show me somebody that's betting those on a consistent basis, and I'll show you a losing better. Okay? That is how the books clean up. Now, there's different ways to win. Fox at volume better. He bets a lot of minus 110s, some minus 120s, some plus monies. Keg, on the other hand, who's probably the best bettor I know, he doesn't bet minus money bets very often. Maybe on an NFL Sunday, you'll get 3. The other 20 plays are going to be plus money bets, and he'll ladder them. And you're only going to hit about 30, 35% of your bets, so it's going to hurt. But what's not going to hurt is when you're hitting these 7-to-1s, 5-to-1s, even 3-to-1s, and your bankroll is just going up, up, up. So you can lose 70% of your bets, but when you're hitting at the rate that he does at these plus money bets, then you're making money. Right, guys? You know this. Our subs know this too. So that's just a different way of betting. And again, there's nothing wrong with betting minus 110s, but you have to be great at what you do, though. Like Fox is next level. You are, Sean. Like there's not many people that can bet like you do minus money bets and still be as profitable. Over 100 units last year. Is that correct?
Yes. 140.
That's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. If you bet and it's tough to bet every one of Fox's plays because there's so many of them, but like if you bet and you're just a $10 better, that's $1,000. Okay. Yeah. So don't, please, for the love of God, don't bet minus 150s unless it's like the greatest bet ever in the history of the world.
Instead of betting a minus 150, I'd bet minus 150 with, like, as we talked about before, like the Chiefs or the Ravens. Mm-hmm. A two-thing parlay is where the books actually lose money. When people try to do 3, 4, 5, 6, that has a negative EV. But mostly on a lot of two people parlays, that actually has a plus money. So
what about teasers?
Yeah. But teasers itself have an EV, and it all depends. I mean, early in the year, some of the teasers you could basically go, as long as you got points, you won.
Yeah.
I think it was like in the first 5 or 6 weeks because the games are so close. So, come on, Kings. Kings came out with their regular starting unit.
Look at that. Shadur Sanders at the Mavericks Nuggets game in Dallas. His dad must be interviewing for the job.
I mean, come on. If the only reason you're letting Mike McCarthy go and paying that big poison pill that you're going to pay is Gafford. E-Rock says Gafford props are up now.
Where?
14.5 on 365.
I can't do it.
I couldn't take 15.
I can't do it. Son of a bitch. I'll shop around. Thanks, E-Rock, for letting us know too.
Cleaver is going to get a lot of play. It's a 21-point game.
Yeah.
They're not going to go to more minutes for the big man.
Yeah, I'm out on Gafford. Then I just can't find the price. I can't find the right price.
Well, you got a 3.
Yeah, sometimes you're gonna miss a bet. That's it. I had to miss the bet. I wanted to put it in for everybody.
Yep.
That's fine. That's my job as co-owner of Nuke the House LLC, Sports Betting LLC.
LSU's up 4.
Gafford's 14.5 even money. Yeah, FanDuel, it's dead. Okay,
but if he doesn't score the rest of the half, you're going to get a nice number.
Do I even want to bet him though if he doesn't score the rest of the half? Doesn't that tell you something's wrong or no?
No, the question's going to be minutes. I mean, that's your only thing you're there. So this is going to be, oh, what the hell was that, Deontay Jordan? Deontay Jordan just dunked the ball into air. He thought what was this?
Oh, that is funny. Yeah, Dion's taking that job, by the way. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason.
They'll trade Dak Prescott.
That's the only thing. But here's the question.
They'll try to trade Dak Prescott. I mean, listen, isn't he going to say, I have to coach Shador? I don't know how they're going to work that out either. Do you just trade Dak Prescott for the number 1 pick?
I mean,
how the hell does that work out?
Dak Prescott is a negative person to trade right now because of that contract. Because of that contract, you're not going to get anything for it. You're not trading him like a super right now.
Would you rather have him or Cam Ward? Him at that contract or Cam Ward?
I don't think Cam Ward is going to be a very good NFL quarterback.
Okay.
I think Cam Ward sometimes holds the ball along a little bit too much. It'll be interesting to see. But yeah, that's
all right.
That's what I thought. I mean, I think Dallas was one of the teams down the stretch that no one wanted to play that needed to get to the playoffs, because once they started finally getting all their guys back, Michael Parsons back, Bland back, Diggs back, all those DeMarcus Lawrence, those kind of guys. And I mean, there's still a ton of talent on Dallas. You got a tremendous back out of Dowdle. So,
dude, do you know what's happening right now?
Could they come up with a package? Yes. Yeah. They've come up with a package. The question is to who? Who is the package to? The Browns?
There is a shitload of money. Fox, a shitload of money coming in on Deion Sanders to be the next head coach of the Cowboys. As recently as 3 hours ago, and I was checking this, Cowboys' next head coach on DK, Sanders was even money. Now he's minus 125. Kellen Moore, 250. Kingsbury, 350.
The other question is, as soon as Sanders announces, it's going to be a mass exodus out of Colorado.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's over with. That program had a nice little run, but it's over. It was great, man. It was great out here. It was fun. It was fun having that story, and it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
He's gone. And we're just about gone, too. We're almost out of here. So I'm trying to find this. Where are we on the Rangers?
Devin Carter's in the game for a minute and a half. He got fouled. He got 1 out of 2. It's 57 seconds left. Come on. Don't get an offensive rebound. Come on. We need a miss, and we need a Carter heave here at the end here. It's all we would need, just a 3 here by Devin Carter. He only attempted 5 of them today. I mean, we needed 3.5 points, and he attempted 5 threes. And so, I mean, I like the bet. It might not win, but I still like the bet. Come on, stop giving up offensive rebounds.
Yeah, Mel, CU's done if he's gone. I mean, he's going to be gone either this year or soon thereafter. There's no reason for him to stay now that his son's gone and out of college. And if Jerry's going to give him the highest profile job in the world, can you imagine how crazy that's going to be? Hey, Mel, also the current total in the Avs Rangers game's 5.5, juice to the under, but so we're on a good spot. But I mean, that's just going to be a shit show, Sean. Did he hit it?
Someone made a 3. I'm not watching the game. I'm just watching the scoreboard on this. But someone made a 3.
And we need it to be who? Carter?
We need to be Carter. It was Jordan McLaughlin.
All right. Well, listen, we're sitting around even money right now on the night. We got a lot to go. We got Westbrook still. We've got Jokic threes. Jokic's been sitting for a while with those 2 fouls, by the way, and some others in the later games. So we have time. I want to thank everybody for checking us out tonight. Tomorrow night, we are going to be on from 8 o'clock Eastern, and we'll see how long we're on for. So 8 o'clock Eastern, we're on tomorrow night. That should be fun. I will be sweating some of these other plays we have. Foxy, good to see you tonight. We'll catch you tomorrow at 8, right?
Yep.
All right, good. For Foxy,
Definitely.
I'm Holden. Hit the like button on the way out, people. Please already. Please. We love you. Bye.